We got the Freeway Dallas, and we also got our boy Roderick in the building.
Thank you for doing my introduction.
I got you.
Right, we're here.
This
We're
is
present.
happening here.
You see what happens, y'all, when your glasses are, well, he's still full. The mine's
What is that supposed to be? We don't see.
okay.
We don't see. Okay, so Chasing Dallas, season 2 reunion part 1.
We're reviewing the People's Couch, the Freeway's Couch version of a review of the
To be honest, we were there, but you know.
We there, so we got all the teams. Can't wait to see how they cut it.
Exactly. We want to see what did make it and what didn't make it.
Okay, so we're gonna start playing.
And we're also going to be reviewing the fashions or the reunion looks as well.
Okay, so Rocky, you ready? Let's do it. Hit
Let's
play.
merge on, y'all.
Good evening. This is Imani Van Zant, and tonight is part 1 of the
That was
Chasing
so
Dallas Season 2
This is
reunion.
pre-quarantine.
As
All the
you
cars
all
on the
have
freeway.
seen, tensions have been high, and people cannot deny the way they feel inside.
Okay, convertible.
I was just going to say that you beat me too. Okay, Trey, stop.
I feel like everybody's doing probably gig and
Right. Oh, I do my other.
Because we had to be there. What time, y'all?
We got there, what was it,
8:45.
I got there at 9, so.
Marquette, and she told me, y'all ain't got no coffee.
They have coffee, no snacks, nothing for me.
Marquette, them said they've been there since 8.
sweet. With the V to the like, what, 11 o'clock the previous night.
Yes. Kane, y'all know Kane my shit.
I'm going to miss him. I really hope that he goes on Chasing Atlanta.
I thought
Okay,
it
so
was
I'm
a
gonna watch
rookie.
Chasing
This
Atlanta.
is the moment
Yeah,
you
he
have all
just-
been
he
You
said-
waiting
really would. You
And I
would should watch
assure
Chasing
you,
Atlanta.
there
Chasing
is so
Atlanta
much in this video.
is
And you're
hilarious.
broke asshole. Everybody knows you broke.
Now they don't have a full reunion, but
Because they need to learn from Chasing Dallas.
So buckle up, get ready to go. Part 1 of the Chasing Dallas season reunion starts now. Good evening. My name is Imani Van Zant, and I'm here to help you fix your shit. And we need to fix some shit here. All right? We're here with the dynamic of Chasing Dallas.
I love it.
Yeah,
I love it.
So let's get into it.
Not the kitchen.
Come on, go rough.
It's my fur.
is it me or do y'all think that Chasing needs a song now? Intro.
I think one of their artists should, they have a lot of recording artists. They should let one of the recording artists on one of the platforms record the official song. Yeah,
Because
like,
they got Carrie D and they got
Oliver
Twist.
Twist.
Yeah.
They can do old nasty old combo.
Great. What do you read the chihuahua? Okay, so we're going to get into it. Carrie D, how are you? All right, tell us about the album. Let's just get into what people have been doing. So talk about that.
Oh, okay. Well, when we're doing it, we get ready to put out another single and working on some new projects and new artists. So, you know.
Oh, I'm good.
Wait a minute.
I just said.
Wait, what happened? Do I need to rewind?
You heard that too? That's Robert.
I need to be in everybody's playlist. For,
Oh, baby, Trey was being
Right.
real shady.
I couldn't see Trey's face.
He
I
was
couldn't see
being
Trey's
real
face.
shady.
I love it.
Whoa.
Come on, video. OnlyFans?
I'm not trying to.
much more. It's okay.
So let's go to my other side over here. We have Ariel, the amazing designer, as she's showing us here on tonight. Tell us about this new look.
So this new look, I had decided to come as a unicorn just because I wanted to look whimsical and beautiful.
Yes.
So I've actually been at home.
Okay, do you see Trey Howard back there?
Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. Do
Okay,
anybody
that's
straight out?
the holding area.
Little creep.
There's a market for it. It's what's going on right now.
Yeah, he could definitely.
I didn't know they was gonna catch that.
As well as I have one that I've made that
Come on, Markel.
Let's see it. Come on, Yes.
Yes.
George,
What's up, baby?
how are you?
I'm well.
This is your first reunion with the show.
It is.
How does it feel already?
It's a blessing to be in the land of the living. Good to be seen and not viewed.
Come on, sing it out.
You used that before the
I do.
And that's Dan.
I do.
What?
No, what do you have to know your family?
No, y'all can't tell me Kane is not sitting up here looking like that.
Encyclopedia Queen is here.
Yeah,
You know, I'm excited. Yeah.
But you're not here anymore.
Who?
You're not here
No, I
anymore.
actually just relocated to Atlanta. I absolutely love it. Just moved into my place.
Okay.
You know, it's just good to be in a different environment.
Candy so
Just
dainty.
totally reinvented myself, and it just feels great. Thank you.
As does everyone.
Thank you.
All right. Let's see who we have next. Markel.
Hello.
All right, Markel. How are you?
I'm good.
I'm loving the ensemble.
This is made by Miss Amazing Design.
Oh, amazing design you have on.
It was good.
Leave the better person. All the roses all around.
So you made some changes as well. So you've gone from books to movies now. I understand.
I did, but I'm kind of done with that too. I'm kind of moving behind being more creative and doing more production.
So no more movies?
I mean, I have one that's already done that needs to come out.
Blocked the
Okay.
one.
Peeking over
And then I was like, Trey didn't say nothing.
Oh, he's winning over.
Winter, fall,
Going out there.
summer, spring. Summer, spring.
Oh. Okay, let's see. Trey Womack,
Hey,
how are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Looking very different these days.
Oh, you know, kind of.
Snatch, they may say.
Yes.
What's
No.
that all about? What's going on? You look great.
Thank you. Thank you.
Tell us
Well,
about
you
it.
know, I didn't
Transform.
want to come here and be stuffed at the reunion, so.
Oh, is that trying to be strong now. Well, you look amazing.
Thank you so much.
Yes, indeed. Oh, it says something else here, but it's not true. I was going to ask you why you went bald, but tell us about your look.
Okay, so
You rock a lot of styles.
I do. I
think
do.
so.
I'm a very versatile person, as you could say.
Oh, how versatile are you?
What you hear? But you know, just going back to the roots. You know, episode 1, this is what I got. So
How did we miss all this? Maybe I was.
hopefully you'll stay on this throughout the
It was
process.
All right, let's move on over to Dior. How are you? I love your tagline. Give it to us. Who are you? I love when you say it.
Which part?
That you're the best.
I'm King Beautiful, the best hairstylist in Dallas.
That has a ring to it.
And I crown, I don't slay.
Oh, listen. I love it. How has business been for
I'm
you,
still
especially during
crying.
this whole COVID-19 madness going on?
Oh, I've been working
Have you?
all the way through.
Okay.
I know I wasn't supposed to, but you know,
Okay. So you did not stay in place.
I was
You wanted
I was
your hair to
very
stay in place.
safe.
Yes.
I was very safe.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Surgical.
Very much
Okay,
so.
I get it.
Yeah, very much so. You know, I got me a couple of those amazing design masks, so I was good.
Okay. You didn't bring it today?
No, I didn't need it. I needed to.
Why don't we all have an amazing design mask?
We do.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy an amazing design mask.
I'll actually get you one today.
I got one coming today.
I get you one.
I got a couple of them. Yeah, we hopped on
Last
that.
but certainly not least, Reese G, aka Reese O'Neal. How are you?
I am here.
You seem preoccupied.
Preoccupied? No.
Okay.
A little anxious.
So,
All right.
give us a note, Terry.
To some of our questions we got going on.
Shout out to the forces.
I'm from St. Louis.
What is this extra chatter? What did you say?
We're trying to get Carrie to sing So Anxious.
You're anxious as well?
Don't need it. Don't need it. Don't need
You're
it.
fine, you're fine. Okay, all right. 7 is the number of completion, but 8 is the number of new beginnings. This season, we were introduced to 5 newbies: Ariel O'Hara, Carrie B, George Sloan, Trey Womack, and Dior.
Okay,
With open arms, and welcomed the Fierce Five into the fold. But it took just one event, hosted by Trey Womack, to bring out the shade. From a tattoo shop on the south side to game night on the north side, it seemed every time Markel brought Kane and George together, they began to argue. Was the safety pin queen poking? Or was George shoveling shade Kane's way? Let's take a look.
So I have multiple streams of income that's well known
Who is that
about
guy?
some of you guys, but my passion is funeral home business. What do y'all do?
Well, I'm in fashion. I'm a stylist. I have a clothing line.
What's the name of the line?
Episode 1.
I don't.
Which you already knew. Girl, bye. You been a fan.
So I think Kane is like a
a designer or something. I mean, all I ever seen is safety clips.
The thing about Georgina is I've met her plenty of times through Aubrey. She's asked for pictures in the club. She was in the background lurking at Reese's Egg event last year.
I followed him, but I didn't notice him.
If you didn't know, why all the shade? Why all this? Why all that?
Just the other day, like I was just scrolling down Instagram and I saw like a video he posted that had 53 likes.
Wait, do you know Bishop Eddie Long?
I'm glad I keep all of everything. I don't delete nothing.
Let me see these messages. Oh, he said, sorry. Don't forget about me. I saw you around where ass was just shaking. So she's a top. Talking what? The food shine or something?
Just tell the newbies or tell the guests what you do. We all know what you do, but tell the people who don't know you, right?
Just sit back in your Birkenstocks, calm down, relax, and your button up, and just chill.
We had 2 guests there, did we not? That did not know you. So it wasn't reach. It was just an opportunity for you to tell those that did not know you, because I'm very business minded. I don't see what made you exclusive. I don't know if because you're returning cast member.
I am returning. I am not.
So that
I
made
am
it.
headhunt.
So that made. I just feel like I am doing an apology.
Not your new apology, please.
If you ever want to apologize, then go out there and hop in. Everybody's DMs. You want to get everybody's voice.
Show me that.
Girl, stop. Remember, I had y'all in the club and you should have been home healing from whatever type of infection you had.
Cornea transplant.
I am me. And you're gonna get what you go get when I see you
and you get it. In that order.
Okay, so a lot happened there.
A lot.
So let's just kind of bring a little bit of order to this if we can. When we can. When the moment occurred, all right, and the question was asked, did you really think that George was being shady in the way he approached
Well,
you?
the thing is, when he asked the question, everybody went around the room and said it. At the end of the day, I'm the one who asked the question first. Now, when he stood over there pulling at his shirt every 5 seconds, uncomfortable, I'm sitting over here slim, trim, happy, doing me. He got upset and wanted to come for me. You can't come for me, baby. You cannot, because we don't know what you do. Last I heard, he worked at a bank. That's all we know. When he said he was Oprah, he had multiple streams of income. This, that, the third, nobody said anything because nobody cares. But when I say what I do, then it's a problem.
Okay, so George, when you were asking, were you trying to be shady? Were you looking for a moment as I personally was trying to accuse you of?
I didn't look for a moment when Chasing Dallas asked me to be a part of season 2. I was the moment. So that's why I was here. Oh, let's be very clear. I was asked to be a part of season 1. Let's be clear, not decline.
Obviously you did, because you've been lurking in the background waiting for your moment to I've waiting to say this face to face.
Calm down.
Okay, let's get
Calm down. It's not that serious.
It's very serious.
I can tell.
You're a hater and you are a fan.
A hater of what?
Pictures in the club.
A hater of what? I've met you 2 times. I met you.
Hater.
Okay.
You're a hater.
Let me know when you're done.
So were you trying to be shady? What was the question? It seemed to be directed toward
But I'm so
yeah,
snatched. 9 days post-op. Paid for it. I did.
Yeah.
I did.
You need
So, that's fine.
Yeah.
According to your DMs to me? Okay. So what happened was, he opened the platform and was like, what does everyone do? Right? No one said anything. So I broke the ice and I stated a true fact. I have plenty streams of income, multiples that I work. They're not for you to
But you
see.
still didn't say what you did. You said I have multiple streams, I have this, but what are they?
So-
Nobody knows, nobody cares.
So
Next question.
you're not leading anything. So anyway, so
Typical hater behavior.
the truth will never come out. Okay. So he asked the question. I responded because no one else opened their mouth. Am I lying, Reese? Yes or no? It was a moment of silence. It was a moment of silence. Let me get it out,
I
okay?
didn't do anything, so that's what everybody said.
So it was a moment of silence.
He was getting ahead of rights. He was getting ahead of the narrative. He was getting his own narrative.
And honesty.
Honestly and truly, I think that he was just asking the room what everybody did, but after that, it just kind of escalated really quickly, and then it looked like shade.
Thank you.
You know.
Thank you. I didn't shade him. I didn't come from him. Thank
It's
you.
the green screen. It's not about the question. Ask me all day what I do. I don't give a fuck.
Okay.
But it's the shade and the green screen. Why are you being so nasty and mean and hateful, girl?
Were you not the same to me? What you think I was gonna be in the green screen like? Oh my
Until I
God.
saw you at the tattoo party.
Oh,
Like,
child. We didn't have no
before the
beef. You
show,
made it
was
beef.
cordial.
You made it
Now
beef.
that the
There was
show's
no
on,
beef.
It's a problem.
There was no problem. and you made it the problem because what you said was you was the leader of season 1. Child, but to be very clear, when I looked at season 1, you were irrelevant.
I mean, it is kind of like a redundant question. It's a very redundant question to ask what Kane did when he already knew Kane.
I did not know Kane. I met Kane twice in a club.
Okay,
in a club.
Ask for a picture. If you don't know somebody, you're not a fan. You don't care. I'm tired. I'm through. I'm this.
So I know Aubrey from way back in the day. We're both from Louisiana, right? We're both from Louisiana. Him and Aubrey was in the club together. Aubrey and I are cool. We talk all the time. So I said, Aubrey, let's snap a picture. He was with Aubrey. I said, do you want to be in the picture? Yes or no?
Girl, you asked for a picture.
Who are you to ask you for a picture?
All right, you're lying.
If we go through Dallas right now and say, do we know you? Who gonna say they know you? Who gonna say they know you?
You're a hypocrite.
Who gonna say they know you? And what are you?
I'm everything.
Chocolate leave. Sit back. Sit back. Sit back because I can pay for them. And you need some. And you need some. And you need some. And you need some.
Sharon Taylor from Hartford, California says it seems like you were shading George before you shaded Kane. What she said. Hold on, wait, give me a moment. Says it seems like you were shading George before she shaded Kane. You asked was everybody chasing when you had met George before through Aubrey. Who was really being shady in that moment, you or George?
But I still did not know. Just because I met him, I still didn't know what he did. But at the end of the day, you can't sit here and say you came on this show not knowing what it is that I do. I don't give a fuck if I'm selling ants or rodents, bitch. You know what the fuck I do. Period.
So to that response, here's production in my green screens. How many times did I say multiple times I didn't watch season 1? How many times did I say that? Multiple times in my green screen. You feel like that it was a lie? I said that multiple times that I did not watch season 1 because of the camera footage, the noise, etc., etc. I only watched the episode that I was on.
Enjoy it then if it was just some
I only haven't watched the episode that I was on.
You know we got to, Markel. We got to. So one second, baby. Okay, Markel, we got to bring you in. All right, Markel. Now, just considering that George is a really good friend of yours, what did you think of the situation? Did you think that it was shade or a genuine question?
I think it was shade on both parts, honestly.
Okay.
But
shared responsibility. How so?
But for me, like, to ask Kane, what did he do? If you follow him, I guess he kind of shows what he does.
There's no way to not see what he does.
But there's a lot of ways to see not what he does, because even in the DMs between he and I, when I finally liked one of his pictures, did you or did you not say, oh, you finally liking my pictures? Did you or did you not say that?
I did say that,
okay.
But you still have been looking
Moving right along. Honey, you can elevate your voice all day long. I speak for a living, so I can elevate mine as well.
Okay, so let's add in another element, Sheree. Right. Do you think that the question could have been misunderstood? How did you think it was taken and received?
Me knowing George's personality, it can be perceived at one or two ways. He genuinely didn't know, or he was being shady. It's his personality, like, so I mean, it's just depends on how you take it as a person. I guess it depends on you.
Ariel, let's bring you into it. What did you feel about this?
I didn't feel anything about it. I wasn't there.
She wasn't.
But just having viewed it like the rest of America has, what would you say? Your honest opinion?
Well, after viewing it, actually, I can go and be completely honest. I was with Reese and, summer production when it actually aired, and what I actually said was I had felt like that particular episode was a Kane hate train. And, so...
Thank you, Ariel.
It was, but I do still though feel like both of y'all was shady though to each other.
Well, I only respond to the shade. I'll never come for any of these girls on this stage, okay? But I will definitely respond.
Okay, all right, let's move on. We have James R. from Fair Lawn, New Jersey. All right, and James is saying, Dior. All right, at your house when you were talking to Ariel and you asked her if she knew King Kane, you said you believe he is a designer, but then told Ariel that one of your children modeled for him. Which is it? Do you know him or not?
2 of his children have actually modeled for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know about too many of his clothing lines. I know one day one of my best friends and one of my kids did a photo shoot in some of his clothing. I mean, I knew one time he was doing something like some unisex clothing line. I was supposed to model for him.
Only one of my kids modeled for him, and my ex-boyfriend, which is my kid's other father, modeled for him. You know who he is.
I didn't know. Sorry.
So,
okay.
question. I'm sorry.
Basically, did you know?
Did I say I didn't know him?
That's kind of how I think that they're perceiving it.
But I don't think I said I didn't know him.
Okay.
Because I braided his hair up before, so I never said I didn't know him.
Okay.
I was told to ask my sister, did she know him? That's why I asked him. I wouldn't
Let's
just
be
brought him
clear,
up.
Imani. I feel like the whole episode, it was definitely, it was a scheme. I definitely felt like, I don't know, I mean, I guess it came from production to keep asking who it came. But goddamn, ask who Markel is, ask who Reese is. Like, why was it all so me?
Mm-hmm. Now let me just throw one of mine in here. It's just me saying this because I remember from your intro you were saying that you were brought to Chasing Dallas to shake things up. So was this maybe one of those moments, like one of those jail moments, if you will, where you go in and you fight the loudest person in the room?
I speak with power, and a lot of people just can't take that. And I'm okay with that. If you ask a room, and I don't mean to go back, but if you ask a room what they do for a living and we return that question to you, I don't see what the issue is.
Okay.
It wasn't an issue with the question. The shade came because after I said what I did, you sit there and try to be cute. Don't be
I am
with
cute.
Me. Okay, don't be cute with me.
That I am.
You don't have that left eye.
That's fine. Girl, I could actually go down from your brown fingernails.
Do it, baby.
From your brown fingernails.
You're jealous.
You're
jealous. You're gonna always be jealous, girl. Stop
of
it.
What?
You can't read me, baby.
Of what? What am I jealous of?
You're jealous of me, my everything about me, my
Tell us about
I got
you.
Going, girl.
Tell us about you.
You already know about it.
I don't.
You already know about it.
I know you do videos in someone else's living room and someone else's bathroom.
All right, everyone. We will have to commercial break, and we will be right back. Coming up on the Chasing Dallas reunion.
When? When you sat down with him and after we kissed and you gonna sit there and say, oh, did you go get your health records?
That was after that.
What were you trying to say?
That was after.
But we're on that because that's when I
after.
watched the show. That's what I saw. That's what I thought was shady.
So listen. All right, Reese, Markel. Can this be repaired? It seems like there was just a big misunderstanding. Where do you stand right now?
I will say
How do we miss all that shade on?
Oh yeah, this is good. The whole team.
This shot real good.
Shot from up here. Okay.
Can we take the podcast?
Yeah. Take the podcast, y'all. 2. Oh, these is your time to record your next song.
Please. Is so beautiful. I don't understand why people say
Who said that?
a lot of people say that.
I don't think it looks so good. That's what I'm a miss.
Compared to Houston skyline?
Yeah.
All right, everyone. We are back with Chasing Dallas. I'm Imani Van Zant. Here to help set your shit. Let's move on, all right? What started out as a second annual group game night turned into WWE. Or should I say WWE, okay? Who knew that the rules of the games were apologies, wigs, and $800 shoes? My goodness. Let's take a look.
$800 shoes.
let's get into it. On the table. Okay.
Kane is a good kisser, you know.
Okay, I said no.
But then when it's time to get down to it, I rock.
Take that shit, nigga. Good.
Mom tell you it was deeper than mine. I was taking back. My breath was like.
You should have some type of cosmetic surgery. I had my teeth done as that count.
Come on, teeth.
That's cosmetic.
My thing is, weeks ago, she said that she wasn't affiliated with Chasing Reality. So my thing.
Now, bitch, I know I was invited because I got the invitation. Markel's my friend. Bitch, if anybody should have been there, it should have been you.
I don't do either receipt.
I don't do that. Here we go again. Somebody trying to come for Reese G for no fucking reason.
Bitch, why do I feel threatened? Girl, I have $800 shoes on. Say bitch. How do I feel threatened about you? All in here, if y'all on this show, if y'all, and I love you down, if you're trying to get closer to her or her, it's going to backfire.
I was a really good friend to that bitch. And for her to say it's gonna backfire, now that is the bullshit that I'm not here for. We can go ahead and go at it, right on the steps.
Back up! Don't touch me! No!
You know, I just hate all this. It always has to happen at my events.
Y'all asked for a non-boring season of Chasing Dallas, so bitch, I'm gonna give you all of that, okay? And I want any hoe who think they can to try it and pull up on me, because I stay in a very posh side of town. We're gonna be very quiet, and you can hear every thump that I put on your motherfucking forehead, bitch.
First of all right. Listen, I'm gonna add in some of my own things.
I didn't see the $800 shoes. That's something I thought they was gonna zoom into. Now that we own this, it's a lot of things that I skipped in episode 1. I think I skipped this whole scene. Episode 1. I didn't get it.
Like, well, I don't even think that's episode 1. That was episode 2 or 3.
Yeah, the episode 1 took place at the tattoo party, I want to say, yeah.
And I was transpired at one time.
Why was it premiered there?
He was invited.
Maybe because he was on the audio.
Yeah, he was invited by Markel, because that was Markel's event.
Wait, why was he at the reunion?
Why was he at the reunion?
Probably because he was on that audio that they released.
But also because he was like a friend of the show.
But I mean, so was Trey Howard was there, and then Premier was technically a returning cast member. And you know, although he was not full time, he was still last season. You know.
But do you think because Trey Howard's presence was more filled?
That could be it.
And then Premier, I think.
Because I don't think
Premier
was not on
cast. He had quit the show originally.
Yeah.
And then
Trey
brought
Womack
him
quit
back.
8 times.
And I didn't know Trey Womack was a part of season 1, or supposed to have been a part of season 1.
Reese did say something like that.
Yeah, he said that. But I remember Premier had quit Chasing Dallas at the end of, I guess, the last season before they started filming. But then they brought him back, or he started back filming, and then so then he was a friend of the show at that point because he came back like midway through their filming process. But I guess maybe his storyline just wasn't that big, you know. I guess maybe.
Well, according to what if I remember correctly, it's something like Premier's like job.
Okay.
Conflict in schedule and stuff like that.
Okay. I think I wish he would have been there.
Me too.
Which couch y'all think he? Well, I guess he would have been sitting on the other side of the other couch. Yeah. So
I think we'll brought him in.
I wish Antonio was at the reunion because that's still something that I want to figure all that whole situation out.
I guess we'll get to that later.
Oh.
A lot of questions. Go ahead and press play. So
Premier, I'm mad you're not here. Or I'm upset. Look, I'm gonna let Auntie has feelings too. You should have been here. Everybody else is dressed up. Where are you? We needed you to explain that real good to the girls. All right. Anyway, I'm gonna ask these questions a little bit in reverse. I think this will be better that way. Connie Sanchez from Fort Myers, Florida. All right. Wants to know, Carrie D, who is the better kisser, Rock or King K? Answer honestly.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, it was a proper kiss.
Why?
It was a proper kiss. Like, Rock was kissing me like he was ready to go down. Like,
okay.
Aggressively.
Right,
So,
aggressively. Like, he was in my mouth.
Well, he's
as a follow-up,
he's a porn star.
Hold on, as a follow-up, would you kiss Kane again?
It was a game.
Well, you had another game.
Everybody acting all scary to do it. And
Well, you should be scared now. You got to know each other.
But it's not a game. Well, I kiss him now. I love you, baby, but you over there.
Oh, well, all right. So let's move on. Markel, considering that you saw Kane shade you at the tattoo party, do you regret inviting him to game night?
Yes and no.
Okay.
So I didn't know that he shaded me until I watched it.
Okay.
I just shaded you at the game at the tattoo party. What
Yes,
did I say?
You said that when you get my age, you hope I'm not doing this same stuff.
Oh, you said plenty of shit yourself, girl.
I'm not saying that.
Oh, you were saying I wasn't saying like.
And then you said that I know.
Wait.
Yeah, I just.
That's so dramatic.
I prefer mine low.
Well, I'm just telling you. I'm telling you, as they said, they took it as shade, and I also took it as shade too.
Well, I took a lot of things that you said as shade as well.
When?
when you sat down with him and after we kissed, and you're gonna sit there and say, "Oh, did you go get your health records?"
Hey, that was after.
But we're on that. That's when I watched the show. That's what I saw.
That was
what I
after.
thought was shade.
That's after. We had an agreement. We had an agreement before we even filmed that we weren't gonna shade each other.
That brings me to a question.
We all had a good time until
y'all making the group the shade.
I came over to shade, had little course, we did little cupcakes and stuff. We had a good time until the end, and that just came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
But the shade, we really didn't know until you watch it back. But for that question, I took it as shade as well. But when you're talking about him, that was after the fact. And the only reason I did that, because I didn't shade you.
What were you trying to say though? Like, is there something you want to ask me? Like,
well, I'm
what
getting
is
to
it?
all of that.
Okay.
I wasn't because I was going to shade you the entire season. I wasn't shading you in the green screens at.
Baby girl. I'm short.
So I wasn't going to shade you this entire year from last year. We apologize. But you went after me the entire season.
I got pissed off after I saw you sit there and try to insinuate some stupid ass shit with Carrie about me and my health. Which that
was really just about that. I was just saying he was just kissing everybody. He was kissing
that's
you. He was
what
kissing Rob.
the beast. That's you want to be cute with me and go below the belt. I'm gonna go below the belt as well.
I think a lot of the mess that's going on right now is made up mess from green screens and what we've heard, and then it comes forefront. Because at Markel's event, King Kang and I had a conversation, and I pulled King Kang to the side, and I said, Kang, in all honesty, I did not know what you did for a living. And I said, if that offended you, I honestly, truly apologize.
The shade that you and Markel throw a lot of the times, y'all the type of girls that like to hit a bitch real low, and y'all think that nobody can come back with y'all and hit y'all low as well. So y'all just need to know that if y'all gonna throw some shade, y'all could get some thrown back to y'all.
Oh, I'm okay with that. I can take it. And let me be very clear. Y'all ain't seen the shade that I could throw. That ain't been shown. Well, I'm speaking generally. Don't take it so personal.
I always take it personal.
I can see.
Okay,
But anyway,
let's keep
there's
forward,
that.
okay?
There's that.
Two niggas from Black Hollywood now turn down the cycles of friendship on and off camera, only to have a war of the words this year. When Reed took lead and camaraderie took a supporting role, flying ice and throwing chairs should have titled their story this year. Is this the end of a friendship between Markel and Reese? Or is there room in the novel to rewrite their beginning? Let's take a look.
Reese's nonverbals.
Like literally.
The type of friendship that me and Markel have, in my eyes, is very much.
I hope these pants in front of flea markets and please. No, they're actually not. They're custom. Is it faded clothes?
I don't really know if we've gotten closer or not.
I don't think that you should trust Reese because whatever he says to me, he'll say behind your back.
When Markel started speaking about Reese, mind you, it's his parade. I was just thinking how none of this is my business.
Reese hasn't given me any reason to not like trust him.
No, same here.
Yeah,
I mean, I know that there's been people
yeah.
I haven't experienced.
And I don't know it.
I invited Markel to come out. He did not return my text messages.
I mean, nothing bad. It's just more like he wasn't feeling you right.
Oh.
Why would you bring this replacement back anyway?
Hey, Markel. I try to give him a hug, usually, like we always do, but she just didn't want to give me no hug.
He has a lying track record. Here's the proof. Boom. 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 You see what I'm saying?
She's scary.
Learned that word.
She's scary. I mean, I may have just learned that word, but you spelled it wrong in your last book.
My thing is, if you don't reach, you might go pop. At the same time, you might go pop.
Love you. I ain't never want nothing else to do with her. She just got her skin together. She's working on her teeth. She's not working on another book because she can't spell. So my whole shit, it ain't even hooked on phonics, bitch.
Bitch, you ain't put a product out yet. Come on, everybody else. See, what was your product?
Let me go ahead and give you a little knowledge. Your book did not sell until you were on last season. The girls love to say that Reese G ain't got no job, Reese G ain't got no talent. What product is she putting out, bitch? The whole motherfucking platform and the reason why people know you, bitch.
Oh, so she's going below the belt.
Girl trying to sleep with about that. We have no class like Love and Hip Hop, and this is not Love and Hip Hop. Class. Have a good day.
Markel.
Did this bitch really just throw a chair at me?
It was so much going on, y'all. My hot dogs was burned.
This girl sat up there and ruined her real friend's atmosphere and what she stated. Markel gets no grace.
Oh, I'm gonna say girl this thing.
Skip child, skip the child, skip the child.
No grace.
My bad.
I guess trust the process of a new friendship because, you know, the past ones have fucked me up. I'm good. I'm moving on.
Okay. All right. So let's get into this. All right, Carrie D. All right. When you sat with Markel and had ice cream with him, and you all talked about Reese, were you surprised that Markel was confiding in you about their friendship?
At first, yeah. Because if this is supposed to be your friend, why are you talking to me about it? Like,
Okay.
I didn't know Reese at the time. It was like, okay, but if you feel this way, you probably should bring that to him. You know, it shouldn't be something that is just for anybody who just met him.
Okay, that's fair. Reese, when Carrie told you the things that were said about you from Markel when he met up with him, were you surprised?
I think I was. I think I was surprised, only because I thought that if it was that major, you know, you could. If I think that if people consider me to be a friend, whatever, if it's that major, you can bring it to me. Okay. But a lot of people don't do that.
Well, at that moment, the things that were coming to me. So here's the thing: if me and him are friends, and I know how he moves, I know how he talks, I know what he does, I know the shade that he throws. If you have a mutual friend, this is Kane. If you are a mutual friend, you know how he moves. If you tell me, hey, Carrie said this, Carrie did that, and it's exactly how this person moves, and you know, like that could be true. Why would you not kind of believe some truth of it? And I believe what I was told.
But as a friend, it shouldn't go left.
Okay.
It shouldn't, because I mean, if you value a friendship and you really consider somebody to be that close to you, I think that I know for me, if it goes too far, that's when I'm just cutting. I'm done. You know.
So when you just said that when it cuts too deep or it's too low or whatever, you just cut it off. Right now, I guess I would consider it at this moment not friends. We're not speaking. We're not anything. And I have no reason why. Because according to that, we made up, and I don't know anything that happened after that. So from then on up until now, Markel knows nothing.
Before you respond to that, let me just cut in with a question because I feel this is going to be a good wrap up here. This question is from Gerondy Stinson from Macomb, Georgia. Question is for Markel. Why did you throw a drink and a chair at Reese? I feel that was messed up. And you know I did too. I talked to you about it.
It was high. I was just pulling everybody out.
A chair?
No,
That was a big hard metal chair.
it was just a heat of the moment. I was just really, there was so much back and forth going on.
So let's go back to what Reese said earlier, that if it's true friends, that things should go that far. So what in your friendship made you cross that line? As opposed to just having, even if it was just a drag out argument, why did it have to get this?
The reason why I threw the drink because you mentioned someone who he knows personally how I felt about that situation, and that person's name I just don't want to say.
Okay.
I mean, not like it's something bad between us now. I just leave that there, and then when he just mentioned it, it just triggered. And I was just like, and that's the truth.
That's fair.
Once he said the name, I was just kind of like,
okay, I understand. Cookie Monster 5885 asks,
"Hey Cookie,
hey Cookie Monster, who's Cookie Monster?" Reese, you always say that you're a person that doesn't shade people's business, but the moment you and Markel got into it, the very first thing you shaded was his book.
Yep.
Seems like you're a liar. No.
I would say my thing is
Seems like you're a liar.
I take friendship serious, right? And if I consider you to be a friend, I try my best if I've done something wrong to try and fix it. If it gets to a point where, because I mean, people, I don't really think people take the time to really get to know me all the way, so they just assume and see what other people say, and then they take that as as bond, as Bible, which is what I think Markel did, and some other people. But
no,
I
me
think
and you was
that
actually really good friends.
we were okay.
No, hold on.
But
We talked
the thing
about a lot
it
of.
is, if you truly are a friend of mine,
okay,
then you know the limits that you should not go when it comes to a friendship with me.
And
that's it.
And that limit
the
was
thing
what?
about it is, if it goes, I never go that far.
And that limit
Because
was
I
what?
do a lot for my friends. If I consider them to be a friend, then I do a lot for them.
And that limit was what?
What is the limit?
I just feel like you gossiped about me in a personal situation, and it was not fair. At all.
What situation?
We're not going to talk about it here. But you gossiped about. He gossiped about something that I expressed was very serious to me, extremely serious. And instead of
the only thing that I know of anything is because yes, it was brought to my attention that Reese felt some kind of way because.
Oh, are we talking about
towards me that he stopped? I guess he stopped trying to be my friend because there was a group conversation that everybody was in, like some type of Facebook group or Twitter group, whatever, and they were going in on him or talking about him or whatever situation was. And I had nothing to do with it.
But it's fine.
My memory is
but Reese, but this is what this is for. We
it's
have
not very important to where we're at now.
Okay, but
so it doesn't.
But for me, and this is the reunion. We don't listen.
Oh, she said the charity event. She said partly. So is something happened at the charity event?
When you tried to reel me into it, and I was like, I'm so bad.
Well, maybe Reese acting like that said, hey, the church broke up.
Who broke up?
Ariel, don't act like I like the information. Let's amplify that. What was it? Come on.
Now,
That's
listen.
what we're here for.
Reese and I, we've had, no, look at me, Reese. We had plenty of conversations about that particular situation and how the show was being played out. You know exactly what and why I said what I said. So for you to actually feel some kind of way about
It's not
something.
about what happened at the charity event. It's about the other conversations we had about it.
Oh, which conversation? What?
Because you said partially.
Oh, okay.
Really none of y'all's business.
Okay.
Well, y'all talking right here in front of everybody.
But here's the thing, I took the
But let me.
Maybe but listen, I considered you a really good friend.
I don't agree.
I will say.
A really, really good friend. I vented to my boyfriend. I vented to George. I vented to Premier about how, and to Trey, of how hurt I was.
He was.
Our friendship just demised. That
He was.
Didn't go anywhere.
Let's keep building. Let's keep building. Dior. Since
He
you
was.
had both Ariel's performance night and the fourth at George's, who do you think was the instigator between Reese and Markel's argument?
I really don't really know what really happened at Ariel's performance. I was just told that he didn't speak to him, but I didn't see none of that. And at the Weenie Rose, I just feel like Markel came in drunk already, so he was already on 10. So it was just like, I guess he still had feelings for what happened at the performance night.
So listen, all right, Reese, Markel, can this be repaired? It seems like there was just a big misunderstanding. Where do you stand right now?
I will say any relationship takes work, and any breakup is fixable. I will say.
Do you agree?
Any relationship
I agree.
takes work,
So this can be repaired?
and any breakup is fixable.
It can only be repaired if he wants it to be repaired. I've been open. He's not open.
So this can be repaired? I want you both to be what? Stronger! And better, but you gotta both want. You want?
He's not open.
Right now, I don't.
Right now
I
you
can't.
don't.
I can't right now. I need to figure out.
Okay. That's allowed. That's allowed. Okay. All right, well listen, we're gonna go to a commercial break and we will be right back.
Coming up on the Chasing Dallas reunion.
Being the fact that I have a woman in my life that's so amazing who plays both roles, it doesn't really affect me as much knowing that I have her. You know what I'm saying?
Irie, with the loss of Malaysia Booker, where were you when you got the news?
It doesn't really affect me as much knowing that I have her. You know what I'm saying?
Ariel, with the loss of Malaysia Booker,
I don't want to have that show ass. Fuck you, bitch.
Where are you? I fight late at 11.
How do you recover from a person that's never looked
Hey, love.
Yes, they are.
That stuff they gave Eve on.
Is that what it was? No matter how hard I try, I know it's just not gonna pop up.
Okay, come on, Aaliyah. Come on, Trish. She's not gonna just pop up. Yeah, but Aaliyah should have got an option.
All right, everyone, we are back on the reunion of Chasing Dallas, Season 2. Tragedy never has a home when it comes to knocking at your door. It will always find a way to come in and wreck everything in its path. From a local loss that hits home to a local loss that hits the nation. No matter how it may touch your heart, a life loss will always affect you in some way that was unexpected.
So, about this Tulsa trip, I be trying to tell y'all, you know what I'm saying? And don't nobody ever try to listen to me when I say, like, I don't know if it's because I'm gay or if it's because of he's embarrassed. I look on social media or I'll hear from a brother or a sister talking about how they talk to him, or I'll see them in pictures smiling, and it just bothers me. It kind of hurt just to know that I don't have a father that I can call on. He didn't show up to my graduation. He didn't show up to my prom going off. He didn't show up to none of that shit. So it was just like, actually, he had already left. It wasn't like I left. So I don't know. I had walked all the way up to Quick Trip, you know, to try to call somebody, because my cell phone was dead. So I was trying to call somebody. So it was just so happened that he pulls up in a truck. And I go to him and I was like, hey, Daddy. And he looking at me like, who are you?
A transgender woman brutally attacked in Texas last month was found shot and killed over the weekend.
Malaysia was a split image of me, but it was so hard for me to see because to me he was my son. And what she came here to do, she fulfilled.
It's not gonna really stop until it's not gonna really stop.
I had just got news that my daughter a few days before was attacked and beaten and robbed and left to, you know, die on the side of the road.
It's not right. It's not right. It is not right. So that's why when them police officers lay them bitch ass niggas down and pull them hoe ass niggas over for them traffic tickets and blow their bitch ass brains out, I salute it. Thank you.
So how dare you look down on a trans woman for sex work, but then you praise this buff body boy with 16,000 followers on Instagram and an OnlyFans account for $25.99 for selling his body and fucking niggas raw and spreading diseases.
And what else is not okay is for them motherfucking hoes to act like it's fucked up for me to say the fuck shit I say, but them bitches can say what the fuck they want to say. Kill them bitches' daddies. Fuck their daddies. Fuck your daddy. Pussy. Pussy asshole.
To my LGBT community, when I say that, understand that I'm standing for you. It's for you. So that you're not found in a trash can next. Fuck them.
They ain't playing about them ads.
And ads.
And ads.
All right, there are a few things I want to hit there. I'm trying to keep myself together. There are a few things I want to hit there. First, I want to talk to you, Dior. How are things now with you and your father?
Non-existent.
Okay. You care to share a little bit? Just what it means on the inside, since you take the show and share that with us.
I mean, being the fact that I have a woman in my life that's so amazing who played both roles, it doesn't really affect me as much knowing that I have her. You know what I'm saying? So, but I mean, sometimes it do hurt, just to see how everyone else can, reach out to a man in their life that's a father figure or something like that. So, I'm I'm better. I'm better now.
Okay. That's
Yeah.
good. If I can be personal with everyone, is there anybody else that has an absent father in the home? Who all has a family dynamic like that?
Yeah. Well, my dad passed when I was 15. So,
Okay.
yeah, so I understand.
Okay.
Yeah, my daddy, he's just always been in and out of jail, tired and through. So I definitely resonate with that.
My father's dead to me.
Understood.
So,
Understood. You said please what?
Me and my dad are trying to build our relationship back.
Okay.
It's more in a space where I have to take care of, but our relationship never really looked that good because he just wasn't a good father.
Understood. I think that it really gives us an opportunity, as an LGBT community, why we can stand up and be the fathers that we didn't have. You know what I'm saying? It's a powerful thing. We need that. Moving forward, the Dallas community, LGBT community, really took a beating in 2019. Ariel, with the loss of Malaysia Booker, where were you when you got the news?
Trey,
take your time.
Wet it. Wet it.
Wet it. It's all right.
Okay.
Just take a moment. Take a moment. It's all right. Let me move to Dior for a second. If you can answer for me, and then we'll come back to Ariel. Sorry. Just take a moment. It's all right. Okay. Dior, being the gay father of trans daughters, when you heard about the death of Malaysia, can you remember how it felt, and when you heard about it?
It was just terrifying just to know that something can happen like that to someone that you're so close to. You know what I'm saying? You always hear about it happening, but being so close to home,
Yes.
you become scared, you be nervous, especially with me having, trans daughters. It just makes me worried about them being affected. They're not here in the same city with me, and I can't reach out and touch and be like, hey, come here. So it's very terrifying.
Let me ask, if I can, what advice, and Ariel, if we can get to you with this as well too, what advice do you give your trans daughters? It's, one thing when we're talking to our black children and telling them how to deal with the cops and things of that nature, we have to have that talk. But how do you, as a gay father of trans daughters, how do you have that talk?
The main thing they have to do is be careful in any and everything that you do. Whether you just,
Tell our audience.
whether you just walking down the street or, walking into a store, you have to be careful, and you always have to be mindful of your surroundings. I mean, I can't tell you not to do this or not to do that, but just be careful at whatever you do.
Absolutely.
And now we have a question from the gallery of our press.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Derek from DSH Media, and this question is for Ariel. Ariel, you deemed it unsafe for you to travel to New Orleans in the wake of horrific murders of the transgender queens Malaysia and China Gibson. Could you talk more about the emotions that you felt in making that decision, and whether or not you regret saying that you salute officers for blowing brains out at traffic citations?
I just feel like it's extremely unfair to consistently have to walk around and deal with so much more and hold so much more baggage. And it's just like you feel constantly beat down, like consistently, and no one truly, not even here, honestly, or kind of do, truly understand what it's like to be trans and black and gay. It's a lie. It's a lie, and to just be killed and stuff like that just because of who you are when you're not bothering anybody, I think it's fucked up. It's extremely fucked up, and it's also fucked up to look past my feelings and, not even understand where the hurt and, the things that I said, where they come from. Like, you rather focus on, the fuck shit, I guess, that I said, but it's just like, you say fuck shit all the time. All the time.
And I want to hone that moment too, with me being basically just an extension of the audience. So it's kind of how I give my commentary. I know that I had, words about that as well too. But then even Auntie had to take a deeper look within to see what you're really feeling. And if we need those outlets, you need to be able to just sound off. You do. You understand why I said what I did to you? That I want your voice to be heard. And there are people that don't understand that out there. What message now that you're collected in your heart, what message would you give your trans sisters out there? Trans sisters, daughters, mothers, what would you say?
I would say to always be true to yourself and don't live in fear. Because if you live in fear, then, they win. So continue to be yourself. Always. Always. And get your love.
The next question for Reese. Reese, you made a very strong comment about the double standard between gay men and trans women.
You'll be put up the way.
I do believe that in a time that we're living in, there's always like a double standard raised where gay men, especially gay black men, are put up on a pedestal when trans women of color are always put down.
Yeah.
And people don't understand that some trans women only at times think that sex work is all that they can do to get ahead because they don't want to face ridicule, they don't want to be shut out, they don't want to be looked at as that other entity in the world, like an alien.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have black gay men who are escorts and do sex work, and they are praised for it, especially when they look a particular way. And it irritates me because, coming from a world of that, it's like, you have to understand that at times, because you are the unicorn in the room, so to speak, you have to do what you have to do just to survive and take yourself out of that situation. So when you get that ridicule, you can say, fuck everybody else, but it's I don't think that people really digest and understand where that comes from. And then when they do finally understand it, they point fingers, especially at trans women.
And if you don't mind, I always want to look for opportunities like this to bring things together. So in the beginning, I know there was some tension, between you and Ariel. Are you able to see past those differences into each other, to know how you need each other more than being against each other?
I think as brothers and sisters in general, we all need each other to get ahead. And we do have to be human and be grown to address issues that we may or may not have. But at the end of the day, ain't nobody gonna hurt her while I'm around her. We may not be at a place where we can go and eat afterwards or watch, watch Golden Girls. That's fine. But at the end of the day, nobody's gonna disrespect her in my presence.
Yeah.
At the end of the day.
Absolutely.
Anybody here, especially when it comes to just us being who we are. But when it comes to the petty things and things you have to get off your chest, that's fine. But when it comes to the root of who we are as men and women, you're not going to take nobody, whether gay, straight, you're not going to take a moment to hurt my community. Because at the end of it all, it's still mine. And I'm going to stand up for mine, no matter our differences.
I definitely feel like, whatever the situation is between us can be fixed. I'm always open to men, anything, with honestly anybody that's, on this platform, because before this I didn't know any of them, but I do absolutely love, I can't say I didn't know any of them, but I didn't know some of them. We have to watch when we saying that, because kind of sin. But I absolutely love everybody up here, and families fall out and they get back together, and we truly are all a family. So,
can we agree on that?
Oh,
Big dysfunctional family, child.
All right. Okay, well, we're going to be right back after these messages. We'll see you in a minute.
Coming up on the Chasing Dallas reunion.
Let's be clear. Just because I give you a compliment, don't get what kind of compliment? Let's be clear. Oh, okay, so then now I can be your boyfriend.
Stop there looking like a dead bird.
Look at y'all.
Into that. Hashtag a bug's life, baby. Girl, bye.
Why you sitting there with the only person that have a dressing room, bitch? Ariel sitting out in a fucking dress, and you the only person that have a dressing room, bitch? And you come out looking like that?
Hello, my dear. How you doing? You look at it, all love. It's all love. How you doing?
Hi. So y'all got confidence.
Shit, you really too far right now. You really ain't come.
Alright, truth or dare.
Well then.
There's good news, there's bad news.
This is like, what's that show on BET?
RBC, and I'm here with Chef Cherry.
What's up?
I got them upset. I've been cooking up, they wanna know what's next. I put my feelings to the
This is a bell pepper.
This is a bell pepper.
No.
But she said, if you eat your mushrooms to make your teeth bigger.
Wait, what? I've been ballin' on niggas like this.
You network and talk a little bit, and then you got those whole, okay?
Keto friendly shrimp and grits.
Ready?
What's up, everybody? It's Reese G, not Cardi B, but I still get to the money.
Oh, they got all the people, but they got Southern Classic.
The one and the only Southern Classic Daiquiri Factory. When I tell you that, got boudin balls, that good fried chicken, the red beans and rice is everything, and of course, the daiquiris will have you tipsy, but in the right place at the right time. Dallas has 2 locations, one in Fort Worth and one in Dallas right off Broadway. When you get there, tell them what Reese G
I'm
sent you.
bringing 3 addresses.
Okay, we're done. He just left off y'all.
That's why I'm about putting on pause.
Sorry, y'all. What I thought was an emergency call is not an emergency call. It's somebody calling me about that 7 o'clock curfew thing. Does anybody live in Dallas County that lives here? I do. I guess they supposed to be serious about that or whatever. Like they was telling people that was on the streets. Like something just popped off in Dallas when they were trying to arrest people. Like if you was on the street. So I don't know.
But you ain't gonna, you in the car.
Okay, well, cool.
It's more so downtown, uptown area.
I guess one of my friends
I'm more
just got
towards
to the news
Addison,
and
so
all
we good.
hysterical. Like, no, if you got people that try, you tell them to go home.
Tell them to go home,
Yeah.
child.
So my bad, y'all. Sorry. Lamte, can you hear me? I'm sorry.
Get your life together, child.
Well, because it scared me because the way the message came through was like, I was like, ooh.
No, I think they're doing text messages like Amber Alerts.
Well, it's like it was from a person. Like I'm like it's an emergency. It's an emergency. I'm like, okay, what is it?
I got all prepared. This part, I think we remember all this part. Now, this is the most important part that's already in my mind. It gave me the breakdown of what I needed.
What breakdown? Oh.
All right, and we are back. Speaking of King Kane and styling, the KCLP was truly a night to remember. What was supposed to be a night of unveiling his new men's lingerie line turned into a night of derailing. Let's just say the train went full speed ahead when Markel and Ariel felt the conversation needed to be had amongst 2 former friends. An opinionated cowboy most definitely had it. Let's see.
So I went to the tattoo shop in the hood. This past weekend. The guy that was doing the tattoo, I just met him through a guy named Markel. His name is Trey. And so he does Trey Womack, LL Cool Trey. The 3rd time.
Reese showed me a post that was on, I believe, Facebook. And it had something to do with talking about people, like thick people or something like that.
Y'all just gonna say that they face rocked out in the middle of the season?
You want a reason to have beef with me. Because if you really felt somewhere, you would tag me in it.
Last time I was with Womack, he did bring up the fact that you and Dior was like fat shaming him on like Facebook, saying he was like stuffed in the teaser.
Well, girl, what you gonna wear? I'll tell you what you need to wear. You need to come in boxing gloves, bitch.
He's not gonna step in. It's not gonna be any of that.
When the 22nd teaser came out and I seen Trey Womack eating, I mean, of course he's built kind of bad.
What I want Howard to do when it comes to like the timeline and trying to figure things out, I just think that he should just let it go.
I don't think me personally, need to have a conversation with Trey Womack, period.
So you never seen him do a tattoo in y'all friendship of like years of knowing each other?
No.
You knew exactly what I did in my pastime, like
Every time I see him, every time I see him,
I didn't invite you here to do that.
That was so good.
Tell him to do. Did I still gonna look? We don't gotta be on the show, bitch. What we talking? What we not talking?
That was late. That was late. Y'all look at real disrespecting his bullshit. Ain't nobody got time for this. That nigga a bitch.
I mean, you know, with Dior being, closer to, 40, I would think that, he'd be able to kind of settle all this separate before now.
Dior was father of those people, so I feel like you could have took your kids and left.
Where do you think all that came from? I mean, you were like, I taught this time. I also think that it's the time and the place and the time to do things. So at Kane's event was just not the time to hash things out, fight at all.
If you knew that Trey Womack wanted to slap the shit out of Trey Howard, why would you invite your friend personally to get slapped? Because I wasn't invited by you, I was invited by Reese, right?
If I did not get the invite, then that means my child would have showed up by himself to get slapped the shit out of.
What I'm saying is that
you were always invited. So Trey Womack, Trey Howard, in their situation, yeah, I'm looking at it like, okay, Womack is very sweet and cool. I know Howard is very sweet and cool. So let me see if I can get them to mend this situation.
Dior was like, oh, well, me and my family decided not to come on the trip because it's just too much. I just feel like it was a step.
Now the air is clear to come to New Orleans.
Hey,
we have already made other plans. Because it's also his around his birthday time. So.
It's the fourth excuse.
Everybody's taking ownership for everybody's party. Like, Dior know he done said and peep with Roman on social media with his child, and he just want to act like so blind to it.
But he said that it was the scenes stuff.
People own what they want to own. They don't own what they don't want to own. So I'm not going to sit here and force a bitch to own what I already know is the truth. So, that is what Dior wants to be his truth, that he didn't do it, he wasn't involved, they wasn't picking with him, that wasn't the case, they didn't come to pick, the boxing outfit was just for play, then, that's your thing, but, I totally feel like I don't want to own it, and I'm just going to sit where I'm at with it.
Before we get into, where we're going, I want to introduce Dior's baby, Trey Howard. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Wonderful. Let's get to the positive first. Okay. Before we get to all the other mayhem. Okay. Let's talk about your styling. I love what you brought to the season this year. Let's talk about that.
I just 23-year-old guy who just have a imagination, who just wants to make myself happy with what I wear. So I just do what makes me happy.
And if I can ask you, it's very advanced though. I have to say this. I really do. I mean, when I'm looking at magazines and everything, what you give, not just to point you out, but to be so young and to have such a keen eye, it's amazing. Where do you pull your inspirations from?
Just from people that I've seen that inspired me. Luxury Law. I love No IG Jeremy. I love Cardi B's stylist. I love people's weird people like Teyana Taylor, Rihanna, people who just really don't do the ordinary. So, yeah.
Okay. Now let's we're going to kind of build this through here. So Dior, how did Trey come to be your child?
We would always see him out and about, and I always would see how creative he was, and me and him share that same type of creativity. And it took us a minute, to get to the point to where he became our child, but it came along.
Because y'all was arguing, what was happening?
Oh no, I wasn't used to
reaching out a lot,
asking me to be a gay child. I didn't know what that was. I didn't become out as gay or did accept myself being gay until I was 18 years old. So I already felt like I was a late bloomer. And so when he asked me to be his child, I was like, I don't know what this involved, because I had already heard rumors of the Dallas community gay families kind of always fucking each other, or this is what they want to do, or the fathers want to with the kids. So I was really confused. And then he was very adamant and very much so a mentor. He kept asking me how my day was, kept asking me what I wanted to do, how things were going in my life, and I was like everybody said on the couch. I don't have a dad in my life too, so it was very much easy for me to adapt to him being my mentor and being the father figure in my life.
Okay, all right. So now, kind of bringing some stories together. Trey Howard had your fashion show. You did as well as the white party.
Yes.
It was very positive, and that was great. Other people have hosted things, which is bringing us to your lingerie party. Oh, God. Which, by all accounts, was really successful until. Yeah. So, but until we get to the until, tell us about the lingerie party. What was your purpose for that?
Well, it's no secret, I'm a freak, I'm nasty, I love sex, and I just kind of felt like, what else can I put out there other than what I'm already doing? So I wanted to come out with jock straps, male thongs, and things like that. And I just wanted everybody to come and just be sexy and have a great time. And just to be clear, I did let Howard and Womack know that each other were coming. So they had the opportunity and the choice to say, hey, I'm not coming, or I'm still going to come, okay?
Okay.
So just put that out there.
Okay. Let's move forward with it. So, question comes in. So let's get to the bottom of this. King, who was invited to the party and who wasn't? Dior said that he wasn't invited by you. Is that true?
That's a lie. I've talked to Dior.
That's true. It's very much true. Reese invited me while we were at Ariel's house. That's when I got invited. And the only time...
Okay, hold on. Okay.
I don't have no reason to lie.
It's okay, baby. Wait, start one more time for me. So is it true or not?
Everybody was invited by me who was at the party.
Okay. Okay. All right, Dior.
I want to know how did he invite me? When and where?
I just kind of feel like at the end of the day, this is a show. Everybody knew that everybody was coming. Everybody knew that the invitation.
Okay, it can't be that.
Everybody knew the invitation was coming
because Trey won't make
it. I mean, it is what it is.
Okay.
Like, the invitation came from me.
Okay. So I'm saying, he's saying it's a show and everybody knew they was invited.
Yes.
Trey Womack had a tattoo event, and why wasn't we there? We wasn't invited. You hear what I'm saying? So,
well, you're talking production about that. They ain't got nothing to do with it.
Exactly. So you can take what you're talking about with production too, because that's the person who invited me was production. That's sitting next to you.
Okay, but we had a conversation on the phone. I told you what was an appropriate outfit to wear. So obviously that's me inviting you.
This is after. Keep in mind,
this is not your flight, Howard. Hold on. We're talking. Just stay out of this call.
We're talking. Stay out of
The
this.
time I talked to King
Girl, you saw that looking like a dead bird.
Look at
Insect. Hashtag a bug's life, baby. Girl, bye. You can't come for me, girl. You can't come for me, girl. You can't come for me, girl. I'm everything, baby. I'm bloody, baby. I look absolutely make her mad, baby. And you've been mad, girl. And you've been mad. And you don't know if you want to be a fan. You don't know if you hate me. You don't know if you want to follow me. You don't know who you are,
Okay, you
girl.
hold some drugs
You don't know what
first. Take the first shot.
You're angry. You're angry. Bug's life.
So you want this
Let me clear this up. When I talked to King Kane on the phone, it was the day of the all-white party when I called and asked what could be worn and what could not be worn. First I called Reese. Reese said she thinks that it is mandatory. And I called King Kane only because I don't even wear lingerie at home, let alone with my man. So why would I go in front of another gay group of people with some of them, quote unquote, have likes for me?
Yeah, likes.
Why'd I walk around? So you want anyways.
I want them that do what? Like
Baby,
let's be clear.
let's be clear.
Let's give you a compliment. Don't mean
What kind of compliment? Oh, okay. So that now I can be your boyfriend.
Let's be very, very clear.
Can I finish? Can I finish?
Let's be very clear.
Can I
What
start
you
with
just
first?
said? What you just said?
Can I finish?
What you just said?
So when I asked,
I want you. Never expressed it. Trust and believe that. Never expressed that I wanted you, sweetie.
ever.
Sweetie.
Ever. Never will I ever.
Okay, and that's good. That's fucking good. That's fucking good. You don't sit there and lie, bitch.
I ain't lying about shit.
Okay, hold them up, swirl them up, and bring them down, baby. Let me talk. So like
Down.
and I said, what and what can I? You never crown because you couldn't afford it, bitch. So let's get going.
That's fine.
Okay,
You're overpriced.
So as King Kane,
You're saying
never
it
overpriced
comes
the
to
victim.
not
My word
thinking
speaks for itself,
I did
bitch.
not want your service.
My word speaks for itself,
At the
bitch.
time,
And you couldn't
I had a
afford it. You
friend
broke
that
ass
actually
hoe.
helped me
You
out.
broke as fuck.
I'm
Everybody
broke
on
as
this show
fuck.
knows it.
I'm broke as fuck.
Everybody knows you broke, bitch.
I'm broke as
Fuck
fuck.
you.
Anyway, on to the next. On to the next. On to the next. On to the next. So, I talked to King Kane, and I said, King Kane, what can be worn and what could not be worn? And he said, as long as some skin is showing. I was like, okay, because I don't wear lingerie. He said, as long as there's some skin showing. Okay.
He's turned red.
Yes, that were there. Who's I antagonizing? How did I know you want to be there every time? Bitch, fuck you. You know I didn't know he was gonna be there. How many events? Okay, can I ask y'all? Ariel, can I ask you? How many events have we had where Trey Womack's name was on the call sheet? How many events? How many events have we had where Trey Womack's name was on the thing and he did not come?
Well, by that time he had quit the show like 8 times.
Okay. In mind, I said I was not coming. At the brunch, I had told him that I was not coming. I had a dress code on purpose, bitch. I wasn't dressed out of dress code. He said I could show skin, and I showed skin. Shit, bitch. Big nasty hoe. I can't stand a big nasty, frumpy ass hoe. Yeah, and you the biggest lying, delusional bitch sitting in this room. You are.
All right.
Period.
Okay, here we go.
Period.
Jennifer R. from Indianapolis has a question for you, Ariel, okay? When Trey Howard was why didn't you tell Dior Trey Womack said he was going to slap Howard the day he came to your house before you met up with Kane at the venue?
Well, what's her name?
Jennifer.
Jennifer, I think you should get you some motherfucking business. Little do you know. Listen, they can't record 24 hours of our day.
That part. And edit what they want to edit.
I had already had a conversation with them prior to recording that, so it's already processed.
Okay, all right. Understood. Okay, let's move on.
Wait, one second. So, he did know that he was coming.
That who was coming?
Everybody knew everybody was coming.
He did know. Because
that who was coming?
If he came and got something designed by her, and then she told him that he came to the house and said he was gonna slap the shit, he already fucking knew.
Everybody's invited except for Georgina.
I had just made Trey or whatever an outfit for his photo shoot, so he was at my house and I was trying to brush things over with y'all, with all of y'all actually, and I was telling him that I feel like all y'all needed to sit down and talk.
I think so too.
But I was trying to do that, and he got with the talk about snapping the shit out you. So who gonna snap who? Well, he said he gonna snap the shit out you, and you know not all.
That won't be happening here.
She said he came to the house. She didn't say he was gonna get on design for the damn lingerie party.
It wasn't for the lingerie party. It was for a photo shoot.
Okay then, so bitch, quit trying to make shit up.
Which was months ago, before the fucking event.
I still did not know he was coming, ho.
Hold on, we want to I got you. You ready? All right. Yes, pose for the camera, baby. Okay, listen. Trey Howard, did you tell Dior that you were invited to the lingerie party when you got your invite?
Yes.
Okay.
So yeah, he fucking knew before he got there.
I didn't know Trey Womack was gonna be there. I didn't know Trey Womack was coming. I knew he was coming. I told him that he got invited. I said, I'm like, damn, you got an official invite.
Wait, coming out with that. Push it back. Wait, I was waiting on Trey to say, calm it down, Godzilla, because my head will start spinning and I'll chop you in your turkeys.
My chest hurt.
What y'all pausing for, y'all? Get to the team.
Because
we got a good, what is that? That's what, 13 minutes left, or 13 or 14?
Look at Georgia and Markel.
Look at everybody's facial expression. Markel is like,
Carrie is red.
Carrie is red.
Making their life right here.
And wait, George just been giving you teeth this whole reel. He been laughing like with these teeth. And Dior's in the middle of his read.
Oh no. Right. The zero better, they got fired up.
He rep the whole, he said, let's rep it up.
They took a break after this.
Invited by production. I didn't get invited by production. Okay. That's what I'm saying. You're not that dumb. I know. That's how
It's at a Power Ranger.
Stop defending somebody that rarely defends you.
Shut your ass up.
You just making everybody defending your big ass.
I don't need nobody defending my big ass.
Yeah, it don't seem like it.
You know you
What 911 on
Let's not go there.
speed dial?
King Game, when you invited Trey Womack to the lingerie party at the sex shop, had you already invited Trey Howard?
Yes. Let's be very fucking clear. Howard and I used to be friends, whatever you want to call it, cool, cordial, whatever. Okay? So we've had millions of conversations outside of the camera. Howard was always invited to the lingerie party way before I even knew that he was a part of the situation, okay? So yes, he knew. Yes.
Okay, so listen. I was invited. Dior was invited. Dior wasn't invited until the white party, the day of the.
That is a fucking lie.
Yes, it is.
Jarrell was on the road. I invited
Can I
him.
talk? Can I talk?
Don't
Can
lie.
I talk?
Don't lie.
Can I talk?
Girl, down with his brain to the side looking like a
You got your
broke
brains
down
done, bitch.
Don't lie. You look absolutely stupid. You're still mad. You're a
I was invited. Hold on, wait. I was invited by Reese when we did our first live video.
You loved it. You worshipped it. You loved it.
What else is going on?
Let's move on.
It's a big difference.
Was the Steph comment the straw that broke the camel's back between you and Trey Howard?
Me?
A kiss.
Yeah, at that point I was done. Like, yeah, that was it.
Okay. All right. Ariel, when you were viewing the venue with Kane and Trey Howard, you said that Trey Womack said he was going to slap the shit out of Trey. Was that true? I don't know if we just re-asked.
Well, it is true, and something that y'all actually don't know, and hopefully he'll vouch for it now. We had that conversation, and I actually asked him if it was okay for me to relay that to you, so that we would not be where we are today, with me sitting over here with y'all playing something back with them, possibly getting into an altercation and me looking messy. So I asked him. So in actuality, I'm not messy at all.
I don't think she was being messy because I said what I said, and I told her it was okay to tell. She said, "Is it okay for me to tell him? Give him a heads up?" I said, "Please do. Be my guest."
Now, please do.
Be my guest.
All right. All right. Well, this just in. We have acquired unseen, actually unheard footage of some conversation that took place on the night of the lingerie party.
Yeah, because
I walked out, she came out behind me, and that's when she started my shit. So it was very calculated, very.
So wait. So Dior walked outside with Phenom.
Yep.
And they was planning.
Very much.
They was planning it. And then they sat there and
Bitch,
like they were
that don't even make sense. This is some made up ass shit. When did I walk outside with anybody besides Ariel?
I want to make sure that I'm holding my own for at least 5 seconds. Okay. And so
And
the
then
girl
jump in.
she was in the room with me and Carrie by herself. And she was like, and when I came out, I knew something was going on because everybody was gone. And that's when and that's when she
Everybody's showing his little
everything was so timed.
Phenom was in there.
The whole lingerie party was calculated from the time we drove up.
She didn't come out.
Let's make that clear.
All right. So that was a lie. Let's talk about what we just heard. Can we break it down?
All of that shit that was said, there was nothing but lies and made up shit. Everything that was there was lies. Let me tell you, the whole thing was calculated by the time we got there. When we pulled up on the time we was told to be there, we was told to sit in the car for 35, 45 minutes. Get ready. Ooh, this is gonna be good. I'm thinking we sit in the car like, well, what the fuck is gonna happen? We finally get inside. Everybody's in there, we having a fucking good time, and then all of a sudden Reese comes to me, oh, I need you to go outside and shoot this scene with Ariel so you can walk into the car because she's about to go. Okay, set up, bitch, to get me outside so I can go outside and have a conversation with this man. All you do is say, hey, can you talk to Trey Womack? And I could say yay or nay. Like when I was outside and I was like, do you want to talk to Trey Womack? And I was like, well, not right now. Now's not a good time. We drinking, we having a good time. Now's not a good time to have this conversation. Why not? Over and over. Then, okay, sure, I'll have a conversation. Reese, okay, I'm finna go get him. So, bitch, the whole thing was calculated between you and your production team. Don't play with me.
Don't play with me. When we came outside, did we know that we were going? Did we know that we were going to fight Trey Womack or even talk to Trey Womack, or did we think we were going to walk Ariel to her car?
And Trey, did you feel that when we was there, did you feel like we did anything towards you while we were inside? Did we show you any shade? Did we say anything to you out the way? Any dirty looks or anything? I don't feel like we did nothing.
No, because I don't.
Prior on social media, though.
We weren't talking to you.
You shut the fuck up.
Shut up, you old Goldberg.
You're mad. You're angry.
So stupid.
Take your hand and fly away.
People come to you and slap you for the fuck of it. People that was around you just come up and slap you, and you let them come and slap you.
Girl, bye.
So you know
keep
that your ass
it show relevant, bitch. Don't come at me about no bitch that you have for a living.
So when we
don't leave about that side, bitch.
When we done, that's
Girl,
My turn to talk.
Girl, you was just so mad. You don't know if you want to be my friend. I ain't really jealous or any of that. But you watch me every fucking day. Every fucking day, bitch. Every day. So why am I all this now? Why am I all this now, girl? We was just cool. You was just in my DM when I read the reviewers. Why are you angry now? Oh my God. Time for Ariel has a question for you, okay? I have a question for King King. At the viewing of the venue, Ariel recommended to Trey Howard he should wear boxing gloves to the party. Seeing that Dior arrived in that outfit.
Are those the same
Seeing that Dior did arrive in that outfit, do you believe Dior was genuine about the reason for wearing that outfit?
Well, he told me that Howard had styled him, so that's why he wore the boxing gloves.
Well, everybody, we were like here for a while.
To be honest, I was not coming because I didn't have nothing to wear.
Okay.
I had nothing to wear. And that the boxing outfit I was going to wear when T.S. Madison was here for Juneteenth weekend.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't have time to change into that outfit because I got to T.S. Madison late to do her hair or whatever. So I still had that hang up in the closet. And I'm kind of glad that he did push me to go because everybody had on the same outfit that I had bought.
Oh, wow. Okay. All right.
So I guess it must be like a Zara or something.
No, I think it was their two outfits. Carrie and Markel had the same similar outfit on.
Like maybe some skinny, different colors.
Stuff on YouTube. Everybody's like, why are you dragging this out? Why are you having all these conversations with all these people? All of this stuff happened within a matter of weeks. All these conversations happened within a week. So it wasn't me going to somebody every episode talking about this. And it's like, look, it definitely, like, after it happened, after it happened, it was done, you know, we couldn't change whatever happened. So me justifying every episode, oh, this is why this happened, this is why, here are the reasons for this, that it didn't happen like that.
Everything that looked to be over 2 months ago actually happened
About 7 days.
Okay. All right, that's understood. All right.
A question?
Yes.
So, Dior, continuing to say that you feel like production set it up, why didn't
When
you
did
go
I
the
say
other
production?
way? You've always said that it was a setup by production.
Yeah, it was a setup because
So, why did
somebody,
you walk away?
a member of your production team called us and told us, hey, we set this up. So that's why I said production set it
So you were
up.
privy to
And I have
information.
the recording of him saying that.
And you sent it to me. So my question is, why didn't you walk away at the
Walk away
beginning?
from what?
At the beginning.
From having a conversation with him that I agreed
from
to?
when the fight started. Why didn't you
So you want me to
guard your
walk
style and
away
walk
after
away?
someone is swinging on me, or what I'm supposed to do? Would you do that? If I came up swing up on you, you gonna walk away?
You're supposed to.
Thank you, bitch.
In the
Thank you,
situation,
thank you, thank you.
it was your
thank
child
you.
that you
It don't
should have
make
took
sense.
away.
It doesn't make sense.
Okay.
Y'all want us to have a conversation.
understand.
We was
Yeah.
begged to have the conversation. Trey Womack was not out there. We were begged to have the conversation. Well, and it was good. And like I said, the best time was not at the lingerie party. He came. I said it multiple times. I said multiple times. This is not the right time. We've been drinking. I don't think we should do this. And people kept pushing. Y'all need to talk. And I'm like, who, me? Why do I have to talk to him? We don't have to talk. Y'all need to talk. Y'all need to talk. So I agreed to the conversation. You know what I'm saying? But then the conversation escalated. I couldn't control the conversation. I could control this person, which y'all could see there, be telling him, okay, you can bring it down to a 10. Okay, stop doing that. Don't go up there. You ain't got to talk loud like that. You know you have a name. This is what me calming my child down. Okay. So if y'all would show that shit, people would see that I was there calming the situation down. So whatever happened after that, I had no control of it. Yes, I did say it was a fucking setup because he did call and say, I set y'all up. I don't like Trey Womack. I'm glad y'all did that. Reese will tell y'all the same thing.
Why
she in producer mode, so she can't say it. So
they all look at it like this.
But I have the whole recording. Now, he said it. I only sent you pieces of it. I sent you pieces of it.
Let's make sure.
I don't trust you either.
Let's make sure we get the rest of it. You don't have to trust me.
All right. Okay, well, we're going to be right back after these messages. We'll see you in a minute.
Am I crazy?
Listen, I told y'all CJ.
Am I crazy? Like, seriously?
This one get you fucked up. Playing with you.
We can handle it with so much grace, bitch, because we're professional. While you sitting there with the only person to have a dressing room, bitch, Ariel sitting there in a fucking dress, and you the only person to have a dressing room, bitch, and you come out looking like that.
Let's be very clear.
Bitch, I'm here every day. Y'all drag me and y'all put me on the lowest man on the totem pole. Why the fuck am I sitting behind somebody like this? When there's a fucking truck, baby, I can sit in. That's the shit I be talking about. Do not play with me or my intelligence.
Watch this ponytail though. Watch this one. Yeah! Yeah! Turn the corner, like. Even the ponytail turn the corner. Yeah!
I'm going to try to get them back in here. We'll see if I can do it. You coming back in, Dior? All right, go get your shit. We're trying to shit fixed today. Next time on part 2 of the Chasing Dallas reunion.
I just don't care how much hard work. I'm not supposed to. But why? It's right. It's not right.
You spend most time in the church and just sit up for lies. You're a hypocrite.
Let's just one
I'm
second.
everything.
Baby, let's
That's my issue with you in communication. If you had these things, if these things were dropped or whatever the fuck, you could have said that, and I would have done it.
I've always apologized. I probably could have.
No, you know what's took me out? You could have a network. No, y'all see during the scenes when he says, oh girl can't cook. I hired her. When I was in New Orleans, he said, I said, oh, that's right.
I know it's tough, because it wouldn't be right if it wasn't hard work.
Right.
And chaos.
Now she don't want to turn into another platform that we know that canceled their show.
Right, she can't stop. She can't stop.
They will get no free promotion from. Well, they're not even in circulation anymore.
Yeah, I bet we go look that shit up right now. Let's see what pops up.
Our old footage is still. Well, some of it's still on.
Oh, really?
We'll talk about that on camera.
Don't be looking at me because you know how.
Well, let's go.
I'll get you because you like you put a spill it.
All right.
Oh, this is my subscriptions.
Yeah, right there.
Oh, okay. You ain't even got push button.
Oh, you did?
I know what you're talking about.
Wait, what episode was this?
Oh, that's when Risha started. That was.
I didn't even watch the episode.
Wait, they got some more? And they put them up there?
I guess they put them out of.
Go down.
But it's only 3 episodes from that.
But this is the.
That's what I was about to say. I said when I had started to watch it, I was like, wait, what did I miss?
A lot.
Seasons.
Yeah.
Like what? This is a finale, but y'all didn't even do the full season.
Right. And then they only had 3 episodes for their season, and everything else got scrapped.
Well, I'm blocked.
Still recording.
But I just don't want Reese to turn into something like this.
Oh no.
Y'all know we're still recording.
Oh, that's fine.
Okay.
No names were mentioned in the recording of this recording.
In the recording of this
Yeah,
recording.
the video night.
Yeah, we never put this on there. Okay, so that first half, that was good and juicy.
That was.
And you're right, that pretty much was the first half and then the second half.
Yeah.
The only thing is because that second half seemed to be
So
rushed,
shorter.
I want to see
Well, they were
how
running out of time.
I want to see how they intertwine all
Right,
of
did
this.
you just get that on your thigh?
With this?
Don't you just get it? It looked fresh.
Yeah.
Okay, it looked fresh.
Not just good.
But like this year?
Yeah.
Okay, because you don't have a thigh tattoo, I can tell. Like when they look fresh.
I'm getting another one Tuesday.
When you get on the other side?
No.
I want mine. Now I want mine here.
Oh, I got plenty.
I want that peacock tattoo right here.
I'm not done.
Oh,
I'm gonna get my first one day.
No.
Then don't worry about it.
So we excited for the second part?
We are definitely excited for
So the second part, if I can remember, like Tay said, it was very quick.
It was because they got everybody back seated.
But that shade was running
They
quick,
talked
and I
about,
think that's the reason why.
They talked about like Reese. That's when
Production.
they all addressed the issues with the work scenes and production, and
Yeah.
they'll cancel the day of, but then and they're like hours before the show was supposed to start, and then
how they was getting they work.
and they sent like an email that is not that you're not if you're not expecting your scene to be canceled.
Yeah.
Well, even if you're not expecting your scene to be canceled, you're not checking your email 2 hours before the set time. You're headed to the set, But then when production needs to cancel, it's like it's very much notice and this and that or select. It was like almost like, and I told you I could identify with this. It was like production, or where they were making it seem as production pick and choose the work scenes that they wanted to film. It's like I could submit 5 work scenes. You're gonna pick whichever one you think that should be filmed. And I think that that's a grievance for them, because it's like, you don't tell me what you think is important, because what that could be also is a conflict of interest too, where if certain other cast members don't have storyline work scenes and then they're also in production, and then I've seen it before where it can form a complex where I don't want you having more work scenes than I do because I'm the star of this show, or I'm the OG of this show. Not saying that that's the case, but I can see how that
It
can
kind
come
of
across.
could be the case because Trey Howard had the most work scenes out the whole show. I mean,
Right.
He was considered to be B-cast.
B-cast.
But then the other ones like the Remain, or like Carrie said, I was here to push my music. I wasn't here to be in all the other bullshit.
But I feel like he was able to push it.
But I think it wasn't to his
Or
full
even with,
extent.
I understood what George was saying too. That is very touchy with him submitting work scenes, because he had to clear all those work scenes through the families that are willing to let their
'cause that's
families'
like him.
funerals be showcased like that, And that's somebody's last private moments, and
That
then
is true. That is true.
and that's just if you don't show up and then they're expecting this, then they prep themselves to be like this one way, and when they could really, like if they knew the cameras weren't coming, they could finally just release. But if they're on camera, maybe they don't want to give the camera. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense?
Cause I'm mad Carrie Villa wasn't on the actual show and the whole cast was in the video.
It wasn't.
Yeah, but
they were still filming when they shot the video.
Yeah,
because that was
no,
the
they were
incident,
still filming.
Because that was the incident they were talking about when remember Trey talked about how he feel Reese them snubbed him. Carrie wanted him to style him for the video.
I think that's coming up in part 2.
And that's coming up in part 2, how they
Gotcha,
took that from him and gave it to Kane, but Carrie
Oh, I should go ahead and
asked
say
for Trey.
we just gave y'all some
Spoilers. Sorry for the spoilers alert.
See, I may
Spoiler
want to
alert,
stop.
y'all.
Please.
Stop, like, when you got 30 minutes off a video, you may want to stop.
No, but a lot of it, now that y'all bring it up, it doesn't
Yeah.
make sense.
Oh, yeah.
Hearing the explanation.
It's still this show, and I still want season 3, and Reese needs to figure it out.
Yes, we want season 3 of Chasing Dallas.
For sure.
For sure.
Just a little fine tuning.
Just a little tune up.
Cause like season 2 got it right.
Yeah.
It seems like the cast is solid.
And I will say that they talked about that even with the reality shows that are on networks. Or like Love and Hip Hop New York, for example. The reason why Love and Hip Hop New York, it started off strong, but then it started to fade, is because they kept doing too many cash shakeups. Love and Hip Hop Atlanta has survived. Now it's getting a little now, but when they kept when it was like Mimi, Erica, Rashida, Jocelyn, Carly, and K Michelle in and out, that was a good solid cast that they had.
And if they did have people,
it was in like B-cast, and they had to kind of work to get, because Jessica Dime didn't become a main cast until like later.
And I love her as a main cast.
And I really I didn't really like how Tokyo really wasn't involved in a lot this season. I really wanted to see.
I think because they didn't finish the season.
This season.
They didn't finish the season.
And then Love and Hip Hop New York, they took that break, and then I guess we're not going to get the other half of that now because of But I did see that Yanni was out protesting again, leading a protest and stuff.
But I think for season 3, I guess I don't think a lot of people are gonna do season 3, but the people who are, bump them up to main cast, and I'll say the people who you consider for recast, or even people you want to bring on. Let's see if there's a personality or something they can mesh within that group that already exists.
Yeah.
Like do a personality test or something like that.
I mean, the only person that's leaving is Kane.
Kane.
So I'll leave that spot.
I know George said if there was to be a C3, he would definitely come back.
George needs to stay on C. He needs to stay on
makes for good
C.
TV.
Yeah. It was really entertaining.
Yeah.
I think Dior and Ariel should come back.
I like the idea of Dior being on there because he has the family.
For personal,
Because he seemed way more reserved than this.
Do you
And
think
all
that
like
him,
breaking him out to like be
Dior and Train can switch?
Potentially.
Maybe.
If he does come back and see him doing something of that nature.
Yeah, like be there to support your son.
Exactly. He won't get too involved. But I love Ariel on the show.
I love Ariel
too.
She said,
I
want
want
to see Ariel.
messy, so let's
I
back
want
this
to see
thing up.
Ariel do like. I really want to see like Ariel and Trey collab and do like a fashion
I do
show
want to
type
get more
thing.
like
I can see them being
collaborations.
real,
I do
like
want
bomb,
that.
like entering like them being like in a show and then like she putting her designs in and then Trey doing his style. I think that would be super dope.
Because Markel's suit.
What they
was
can
bomb.
do is like, as a cast creator project, they all collectively work on.
Right, and I know Trey's been wanting to do a pop-up shop. That's what we were talking about when we were off to the side. He was like, I really want to do like a fashion-based pop-up shop, but then incorporate everybody in some way, because fashion is not just clothes. You can bring hair. Like hair is fashion now too. Y'all see how they have was it Brown Brothers has the big hair show in Atlanta. They turn there's outfits made out of hair. You know what I'm saying? So I think that would be super dope.
I would say
Maybe.
I really want to say another idea, but I say it off camera.
Okay. We'll talk. 'Cause
I just want like season 3.
I want them.
I want Reese to go ahead and think about
casting.
No, think about just doing EP for a
stepping
full
back,
season.
And then
Just
make a
to
splash
check
at the end.
You can, you can dip and dab, just like I mean, really, really splash. I'm talking about like a drop, and come back out.
Yeah.
I really
But
think.
I do think a good year maybe.
Yeah, just to get you an EP,
And then because
an EP season, see how you feel.
Because then she talked about her going to therapy on camera, right?
The first episode.
First, I think that she may even see, or he may even see different results in his therapy.
And then she has time because you got to think about Chasing LA is coming on.
And then Chasing Atlanta has
Chasing Atlanta is coming on. And then you really have all of 2020 to really recollect yourself. And don't even really start recording again until the beginning of 2021.
Because a lot of, shoot, pretty much for an event standpoint, a lot of shit is pretty much done.
And then it's going to be hard to, like now it's going to be even harder too. You think about it like venues and certain things of that
We're
nature.
trying to reopen back up.
Places, and then who's to say what venues were not damaged in the whole rioting?
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of certain things like that you may want to use, or like I know like Guns N' Roses. Guns N' Roses allowed a lot of people to have events there. That venue is now just and rebuild it from the ground up. So I think that this whole year is going to affect a lot of things for like venue wise, production wise. It's going to be a slow process, but. We're excited to see Chasing Dallas season 3.
Absolutely.
If you need some EP help, you can always call us out. We already told you that. We available. We are available. We are available.
All right, so
we are available.
Okay, so does that wrap up?
I'm just trying to get some checks.
The
We
freeway, the freeway couch review. So
This our
Chasing
first
Dallas.
It's our first couch.
Yeah, first couch review.
Thank you, Roger, for joining us.
Yes.
All right.
Did y'all like the photos that I took?
Absolutely.
Oh, I didn't get to. The guy didn't send me nothing.
Well,
it's in the email.
Over
You should
here.
just check your email.
It wasn't in the text. It was
Y'all
in
could
the
have
email.
texted the photos to me. So I
That's all
We're
right.
gonna review the. Are we
Okay,
still
that's
gonna review the
fine.
pictures on the
We
website?
do need to do that.
Yeah.
We can review the photos.
We got time to actually do it right now.
Okay.
John, if you want to break it down, do you?
Well, I was gonna review everybody's, but I've already picked, I guess, the best dress.
Do you need to see them?
We can put them up on the screen.
I'll be on the chat.
Do you need to follow, or do you need me to?
So I'm gonna just show everybody. So we're gonna start with the EP.
Here. I'm gonna get
Okay. EP executive producer, Reese G. I actually followed the designer that designed Reese's outfit. I like the outfit. I think it's bomb. I like the use of like the Air Force One, like the vintage, bringing it back. I wasn't expecting it for the reunion because I know a reunion is always more formal-ish.
Yeah.
And I thought this was more casual. I would this would have been dope to wear to the all-white thing that he was on the panel for, honestly.
That would have been dope.
I think the outfit,
That would've been dope.
placement of the outfit was not, outfit itself wasn't necessarily wrong, but maybe the
It's too
placement.
casual. It's too casual.
Too casual. Come on, casual.
Casual.
Oh,
Right.
casual. It's too
That's
casual.
the wrong-
So the all-white event, I think, would have been a bomb place to wear this. And I may have worn a different shoe because y'all know how I am about like fashion-wise. I'm all about the tailoring and fine-tuning. I think the shoes kind of don't do it. I don't know.
What kind of shoe would you have?
I would have did a low top because it seems like either those pants, I don't know if they're straight leg or if they have that jogger fit around the ankle. I would have did maybe a low cut sneaker or even a nice loafer.
Okay.
like a casual. It's not like it just the Air Force One, like, or maybe like I said, I don't know. It just looks like real casual, and then it just I don't know.
If this was for me, if this was a jacket instead, the gold was like a turtleneck type of situation, and then a straight white pant with a loafer. That would
or like even if the lapels were the gold kind of
or something of that nature. Because like you said, it gave me casual.
Yeah.
And then I was thinking more of
because the texture of the gold is dope. It doesn't look like a cheap material. You can tell like it was a designer like they went to like somebody's fabric store and got the fabric. I just think it was a little bit more casual for the reunion, especially for your second reunion. As the lead and as the standout, I just think it should have been a little bit more formal. So, all right, next up we have the OG, what was he, Markel, the socialite in Dallas. I think that was his thing.
This was the best upgrade in reality history.
Yes, friend.
No shade.
Yes, friend.
I really loved the texture of the suit.
I did too. Like being able to see it. For those that don't know, it's an amazing design. Markel's suit for the reunion was designed by Ariel O'Hara, who's also on the cast. So shout out to Ariel for the whole design. The texture was like a textured cotton material, but they were roses, like imprinted all around the
detail
suit.
of it was
and it was like it was so soft, and then it had the classic kind of tuxedo like lapel. It wasn't like a suit; it was like a tuxedo, the wider lapel that comes down here. I like the shirt color, and I know it had the rhinestones. The buttons were like rhinestones. I didn't. Yeah, I was looking at everything.
I can tell that. I didn't see it.
I don't know that I would have worn a silk shirt. I think cotton because.
I would have still. Yeah, because of the suit. I see what you're saying.
And then because it gave me very, you know how back in the day men's collection over Alpha Berry.
Oh.
The silk. It was like it kind of the silk kind of distracted me.
Miami Vice.
Yes,
that's what gave me very.
You know what?
Very Miami Vice.
Mike Lowry off of Bad Boys. Now shoe. I would have worn. I like the color. I would have but I would have did solid because you don't want to do floral when you have floral already in the texture of the suit. Now regarding the jewelry, I think that was simple and effective. Regarding that's good. That's a plus. The shoes, I don't know that I would have worn those. I'm not the type to put white shoes with a white suit. But I know it's hard to do like a play on color. Like you already have a pop of color with the shirt, so you can't do nothing too crazy with the shoes. Yeah. I don't know that I would have did white. I think the shoe is nice, but I don't know that I would have did that white with that that gold. Then you have like stuff all across the toe. But like I said, it wasn't a bad look. It was very much an upgrade for a season 2 returning veteran. And the tailoring, because I'm gonna get to that next. So, I'm big on tailoring when it comes to because everybody's not made the same body wise. Even down to how it fits everybody's ankles. Like certain cuts, like the flood cut doesn't look right on everybody based on how their ankles.
Some people have fat ankles.
So next up we have our my hometown.
Why would you just skip over me like that? Some people do have fat ankles. Ankles look like the legs.
So next up we have my hometown homeboy Carrie D. Fort Worth. I like Carrie's look because I know they said the theme. Markel told me the theme was originally all white, but I guess certain things changed towards the day of the reunion. I liked the suit. I thought the suit was very nice on Carrie. I know Carrie is the type to not do too much. I like the suit, but I would like to see a lot more tailoring around the legs. It looked like it gathered when he sat down around in the shoes. I may have even, if he was he wore sneakers like the all white classic kind of Zara sneaker.
Yeah.
I would have. Go ahead.
A low cut.
I would have got it the flood cut and tailored to his ankle to fit his leg, so there's no slack and all that bunching up because it's like, I don't know, sometimes that standard suit look doesn't just look, it didn't compliment. It looks like a white suit. And
it was tailored.
It would have been a lot better.
You saw where he was going.
Yes.
And I really appreciate it. Even with his hair, he took a.
And I felt like his hair was the pop. The blonde, the switcher was the pop. I liked the shoe. I thought the shoe was classic. It was like a classic white, just black shoe. I would have did a different color because that teal t-shirt he had on under, it was a color, but it wasn't like a popular color. I think he could have picked another one that could have highlighted his skin tone or maybe even his hair.
Because light skin people really don't look good in
I think he should have went like a little darker. Like I don't know how an orange or something in that, or like a, or maybe even like an olive or something.
I feel like an orange would have made it pop.
Pop, because his hair is like kind of goldish. So I think maybe an orange or burnt orange, auburn, something in that pattern. And I like the gold, and I think it would have made that gold chain he has on top. Yes, so that would have been my only.
Until when I took the photo, I didn't realize he had it, and I was adjusting it.
Mm-hmm. So that would be my only suggestion for Carrie. Just next time, let's get you to a tailor, and kind of fine tune the cut of the suit. George, I actually loved everything about George's outfit.
I didn't care for the shoes.
I like the shoes, but
I like the shoes. The shoes
You know
are
what
dope.
George
I didn't
did?
like it with this number. With the suit.
Like he basically made it. I think he made it real casual because he ended up wearing a little wife beater under his jacket.
I didn't mind the white beater.
No, I did. I didn't know it was a white beater until he opened it up finally.
I didn't mind.
I don't.
So you just, but the shoe, so more of a dressier shoe.
I consider
I like
the way
the
how the
casual
pants
look.
was made. Yeah.
What I didn't like,
he would've did
or my critique, I don't believe in wearing felt hats in the summertime. Because it's out of season.
Is it really so? Well, my thing
It was hot out there.
It was probably
hot
it was
that
like 2 other people in there with them kind of hats on.
But we have to think about it too. This reunion was supposed to happen a couple weeks
And that's
earlier.
true. So yeah,
But I also know it's George, so
Right.
Yeah.
He doesn't go. The only reason why I said it was fashionable, but it looked like it could have been hot. Like if you.
He probably was hot.
Yeah, cause remember how, I don't know if y'all remember that season when that not this season but last season of Housewives when they went to Miami to see Nene and Marlo was outside with that the felt hat with the red bottom under the top. It was hot as hell outside, and she's like, "So my weave is sweating and stuff." Yeah, I know like your head is hot, but I love the suit, love the cut, love the lapel pin, love the pocket square, the diamond necklace. I thought the pink and green was a very good color to go with.
You know,
I loved how he even paid a little homage to the Superfly era. I noticed there was water in the Solon sneakers. Yeah, it was like water inside of them, and it reminded me of a platform. It reminded me of like a platform. You know those platform heels like that they used to wear in the Superfly and the Mac era.
Child, I didn't know it was no water in
Oh, yeah, I was looking, baby. I was looking.
I have to give you the name of
the company.
Design,
yeah, I thought he's super dope. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
I liked it. I really liked it. George is one of the best dressed, but gave me, AKA Probate.
It did give me, AKA
Southern University 2014. I'm here to support my sister. Number 3. I got her gift.
Dress for Boulay. Dress for Boulay. So yeah.
I'm staring at John's picture right here.
So, but I would say that for me, George was the best dressed on the left side of the couch. I guess that left couch to Imani's right. To me,
I was leaning more towards Markel.
I just felt like only reason why I didn't say Markel was because I thought George did a nice play on color.
Okay.
Like it was an original, like the color, like it was well put together.
It was.
I think now Markel looked the best dressed in white, all white.
Yeah, he did.
For sure.
He did. Dior, I love Dior's hair. I love red hair. I love everything about it. I love people that can actually wear red hair. I like the fight theme, like with the I guess what do you call it, the boxing robe or whatever. And I liked how he played with the white pants and the leather Chelsea boot with the steel toe. I don't have anything bad to say about it. I wasn't expecting him to wear that because I know that was the whole thing with the boxing issue with the party. But I thought it was
a good play on something.
For sure.
That's what I liked about it. Was creative. I'm cool with seeing that you already said about it.
And I love the vintage beads he had on his braids.
Yes.
But his hair is everything.
I never a piece out of place.
That's how you know they really do good hair.
I like the Dior's. I love his play on jewelry. I always like the jewelry.
For sure. I love his necklace and his king. I like that.
Now this is the one that won for me. I don't know about
Trey's outfit was my favorite outfit too.
That was my
Trey Howard's outfit. The all black. I love the braid was inspired by Roderick from Beverly Hills.
The braid is what did it. The braid said.
I think the shirt did too though. I love the shirt.
The braid was definitely the drama, complemented by the sleeves.
Yeah, I think it was a combination.
Definitely
I love the all black because it's like I like how it brought contrast. It's like they're always like, he's not a main cast. Okay, I'm not trying to be the main cast. They're all wearing all white. I'm gonna wear all black. So I'm set like I'm gonna set myself apart. I love the braid. I love the sleeves. I love like the whole shirt. I think he designed the shirt. And I just told him I want
the
one.
jewelry under, because I didn't pay attention to the
jewelry
under the gloves until I saw it on the actual
yeah,
ring.
with the rings, yeah. And then the layered jewelry across the chest. I love the bow. I don't know if that's a belt or if that's part of the shirt, but I love that part.
Like a bow.
But it's it's stylish. This is style. This is what we call someone that took their time.
And this ain't somebody that just went to Zara and picked out a few pieces. They went and pulled some original stuff they created or got, or like, it was well assembled.
A good mix, yeah.
This is a good inspiration.
It's style. So I love Trey's outfit. Shout out to Trey. Okay, Trey Womack. I like Trey Womack's outfit. I love the color. I love the raspberry. I love the raspberry suit.
The color with his skin.
And with his
works.
However, my only suggestion with Trey with the suit, I didn't really like the shoes because I feel like out of any other color that you like this, like I think he had the opportunity to do what George did. He could have color blocked that so well. You picked a black shoe, and I know you spent some money on it. Was a red bottom, it was a Louis Vuitton. You spent you just got a black Louis Vuitton. You know what I'm saying? I think he should have got maybe a tan or a nude, or because I think I took a screenshot of something that I would have put with it, something that would highlight the gold buttons on the suit to pull.
Because they do have those
metallic,
the same
nude metallic, the same style. They have it in like
style.
a nude or a tan or even a gold, and they're cute. And I think it would have.
I can wear it. I'm brown.
And I think it would have with him having like those caramel colored legs, like his skin being that caramel color, it would have popped like everything.
And now blocked off this. Because it seems like after the suit, it cuts them off like at the ankle.
Yeah, it's just like, and it's just like
make it lost at the bottom.
It's just it looks like a black guy in a raspberry suit with black shoes. Like so, but not to take away from the suit, just a different shoe.
Good suit.
No, yeah, he looked good.
And I love the gold jewelry, gold rings.
He should have stood up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think he wouldn't even have to wear pants. Cause I think like with the color, his legs, he had the body for like a short, like a suit with shorts, I guess, or
his legs is built.
No, I'm saying he was built for it.
You talking about Kane?
No, I'm talking about with Trey Womack.
Yeah,
he didn't have to wear the traditional suit to the ankles.
Yeah.
He has the body to wear, and then even the tattoos accent. He could he has leg tattoos. Is like it's cool. So love.
And he didn't wear a shirt under, which it was actually good.
Yeah, just a different shoe.
Yeah.
My only suggestion was just a different shoe to accent the your buttons and your gold accents. Kane, I love Kane's outfit. I like the pearls. I feel like it was a different look for him. Everybody was expecting safety pins. He came in wearing pearls.
Because I was expecting safety pins. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I was wondering what he was gonna wear. I was looking because he kept kind of throwing hints out like designs. I think it was a nice all white look.
I like the shoes.
My favorite part was the platform boots.
The shoes.
Yeah.
That stuck in my head. Loose boots.
I love Kane's outfit. Definitely gonna miss Kane on the show. I like the switch up with the pearls, with the I feel like this probably too funny or like it's lame, but I thought with Kane and Trey, I was looking at like the black swan, like the white swan, black swan thing.
That's why I said it works perfectly.
Right. Yeah, it gave me like black swan, like you have Kane is the white swan, and then because the puffy sleeves and then the ruffles, but then you got the pearls.
Right.
It gave me very black swan, white swan, and then they're in the same lane of fashion, so it just gave me very similar vibes, like that vibe. So shout out to Kane. Are we reviewing the host?
We could.
I mean, you could.
I like Imani's. I like Auntie's.
It gave
look.
me host.
It gave me very. It was very classic.
And
Very
with the ruffles and the curls, it had a good balance.
Not a piece, and I loved her shoe. Like I said, she kept it simple and effective with the outfit, but her shoes set off was the pop, and it didn't take away from the color in her. I guess it was it was a skirt, but it had like pants under.
Yeah.
It was classic. It was very classic.
Came to host basically.
Came to host and play and crown and fix some shit.
Yeah.
Not overdo it.
And be strong guy. So Ariel was the best dressed on the right couch. She gave me very unicorn, but a little bit of y'all remember what is it? What's the Flintstone cereal? The Fruity Pebbles. I feel like she had Fruity Pebbles all over her dress that were popping, like very bedrock. Bedrock Mermaid.
Come on, Bedrock Mermaid.
Bedrock Mermaid.
Okay.
The only thing I would have done differently would be I would have done darker hair.
See, I liked her hair with the.
I like the hair, but I feel like since we already have the dress and the colors and all that.
But she does look good with darker. I was noticing that too in her scenes with the long dark black hair.
I feel like like a shortstop, but not even to her
like a black bob ish.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Able to pop that dress out a lot.
Ariel produces some bomb attire. I love from the T.S. Madison outfit she designed to even her own stuff. And that's what I will say. I love to see people that are in fashion that actually give it in their confessionals and in their scenes. Because there's some people that, be in different scenes and it's like, okay, you're gonna be on camera, you chose to wear that, or you could just you have to lead in the lane that you're in. And I think Ariel has done that when she's on camera, and also the stuff that she produces, like her masks don't look cheap, like even like the Corona masks don't look cheap. Mm-hmm. They're very fashion forward, but they are structured to be like the type of mask that we're supposed to wear. I like the color hair that she wore because I felt like it complemented her outfit. It reminded me of like how when Nikki wears something loud, she wears like, the loud wig to kind of go in that category as well. Loved it. I could see Ariel being a designer at the Met Gala one day.
For sure.
And I would love to get me, I'm going to be 30 next year, so I'm hoping I'm having a little 30th birthday brunch. Yes. I'm going to definitely be trying to get me an amazing design for that.
I have a costume that I'm thinking about heating up with for amazing design too.
Best dressed Ariel for the right side of the couch. Best dressed Ariel. We loved it.
So who would give the left side of the couch?
George.
I'm giving it to Trey.
Well, and that was my tough. I like Trey's original. I feel like George did good with store-bought clothes. I like the Trey's originality being like with designing and matching and styling. But then like I said, Markel's all white outfit.
That's kind of hard.
I think you're right as far as
all three.
Yeah.
Y'all cannot just pick all three.
Because I like George.
I like George's look.
But
it
like
gave me
Trey's
very men's bold,
very stylish.
I like Trey's originality, style, and he set the tone. And he didn't come in looking like.
Honestly, I would say as a cast, everyone did.
They did well.
Agreed.
They did well.
I was like,
for sure.
So do y'all think this cast was better? Well, I will say yes, this cast because honestly, the comments were saying that last year the comments were that the 2B cast members were better dressed than the main cast last year.
I do, yeah.
Because Charles gave you very suit tailored, his, not macho, but like a black man, professional man, paralegal in a suit.
I mean, also this cast had a little bit more time since we had the quarantine.
Yeah, they had some time to revamp.
And then
exactly.
I think too. What did they wear? I think maybe last year. I don't know. Like, I felt like last year. I don't know. It wasn't what I expected. From like, as hard as they were all going, I'm doing this, I'm that. Baby, they showed up to the reunion like in a confessional outfit. So
this year was better. Well, we still have what? Chasing LA. So we're gonna see.
I'm interested to see who's gonna get cast.
Because I'm definitely gonna be looking for fashion.
Q is not gonna be on Q's not gonna be on. He's
a producing.
Yeah, I said have fun, EP. Do that because that means you're gonna probably bring some good talent.
Yeah.
I mean, considering that for instance he is from the Atlanta class, so you already know how to.
Who would y'all like to see that we know that's in LA? Who would y'all like to see on Chasing LA?
I'm open to whoever at this point.
Yeah, LA has a lot of talent.
Because I already know the vibe LA gives, so let's see.
So it's gonna be.
Do y'all want to see any ex-Love and Hip Hop stars on there?
No. That's gonna be key, but sure.
That would be a key. Oh, you know what? Now that I think about it, Milan was in Jaylon's Instagram.
Oh, they were hanging out in Atlanta. Yeah, they went to dinner.
Yeah, so
it was like a date. It was a date night. They took like a date night.
I don't know if that's about to cross paths.
Yeah.
I don't know why we.
Because they were all, he had on all black, and then Jaylon was in a black dress.
But he doesn't get paid for being on Chasing. You know what?
Edit it out.
This is.
Like, you know what? I wouldn't mind seeing Milan back on TV.
But he's not gonna get.
I mean, but that's like saying like Zell.
Y'all ain't shit.
I'm just saying. I ain't saying.
I'm shit.
Y'all like, is that not working? Is this a fucking versus episode? What is
got a few things from the last things I've seen. I would like to see maybe one Love and Hip Hop cast member on there because they do know a lot of people.
I'm fine with us.
Now we never said capacity. They could be a friend of the show.
They could be a friend, so it could do a pass.
Yeah, they could be a cameo. They could be a cameo guest.
Yeah.
But shout out. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Like I said, I'm excited. Even though quarantine is going on, I don't know when y'all gonna start filming. So
shout out to Chasing Dallas. Shout out to Chasing Reality for entrusting these two media outlets to review and even be a part of the media
team.
for a lot of your events
Season
and
1 and 2.
just anything like your you expanding your platform to our platforms is very much appreciated. And
we're gonna see out for season 3, and I don't care what you say.
Yes. It's gonna be so good.
It's a wrap. Are we ready?
All right, y'all, it's been real. Instagram.
You can keep up with. I'm gonna let Roderick go since we have our yes.
Okay, so you can follow me. If you want to follow me personally, you can go to my personal page, which is RODXRICK. That's my personal page. But if you want to see like my photography, my blog, my website, you just go to @Eccentric. That's ESYNTRIC. Yeah. So you also see the cast photos as well that I took at the reunion as well. So there you go.
Yes. All right. Oh, and then you can follow me. I guess you can follow me at Classy Curvy Girl, but follow G2 Treats. Don't really
and what
follow
is
me.
it, Whitney?
G,
the number 2
Treats. Yeah. All your mobile bartending needs. So whether you drinking solo or with the crowd, with your mask on.
There we go.
Not your mask.
I'm just
with the mask with the hole in it.
Yes, get a strong hold.
Okay. With the air filter thing on the side.
Yes.
So you can
Sip and breathe.
So you can be breathing like Darth Vader.
Yeah.
For all, go ahead with.
No, normally I'm last.
Okay, so you can keep up with me personally at _Jon, JON_James. That's my personal page. For all things fashion and style, you can follow me at Jon James Consulting. That's JON James Consulting. And your boy has also been dabbling in creative directing now. I actually built the set for this most recent styling that I did. I did lifestyle shoot outside in Las Colinas. And I built the outdoor set and a lot of the props. I built like a champagne tower, like champagne pyramid with the flutes. And we popped the champagne. So I'm, adding that under my umbrella as well. And I know in the midst of COVID-19, we are kind of social distancing. So if you need any online styling or virtual styling, please hit me up. I do follow back and I respond to DMs regarding my services. So, but only professional. I'm just saying like professional.
You can follow me on my personal page at King. How do I spell King? Oh, KVNG Whitney 87. I have to remember my Instagram.
Right, get it together, child. You was last.
You can also follow the Freeway at the Freeway Dallas
and
on
that's
Instagram.
DA Freeway Dallas.
The Black Way.
Black Lives Matter.
You can also follow us on YouTube now, because now we're trying to merge into
the channel on YouTube now.
The virtual world channel for Gifts.
Yes, the Freeway Dallas.
You'll see more styling from Jon on our YouTube.
And I'm actually coming up with my own fashion.
Yes,
from Tay.
Yes, and some cooking.
And cooking with me, and then featuring my homegirl Cece coming up soon. Yes. And some more food stuff. This is about to be a whole new little network. Just what y'all know. Please book us for any live media coverage. We do red carpet events. We do grand openings. We out here on the freeway just cruising. Y'all can see our red carpet if you need some references. It's on my page too. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, please.
Thank you for watching.
Y'all stay safe.